Welcome to the pre-show for the PC Gaming Show. I am Frankie Ward here in my watch party spot in London, and after a fun week of gaming events, we're almost ready for 2 hours of trailers and announcements dedicated to PC gaming. And this year is extra special because, can you believe it? It's our 10th anniversary. We created the PC Gaming Show in 2015 at a time when PC gaming didn't have a big seat at the table of summer gaming events. But hey, the PC is mainstream now. Some would say it's cool. It's also the most vibrant and interesting place to play games. It's probably not a coincidence that other platforms look more like PCs with each passing year. To us, the last 10 years represents a golden decade for PC gaming, an era that has seen PCs enjoy the biggest library of games, continue to be the place where new ideas are born, and become more accessible to newcomers than it's ever been. And while we've got some time before the start of the PC Gaming Show, let's take a moment to reflect on the biggest games, genres, hardware, and happenings that shaped PC gaming in the last 10 years. Moment number 10. The Witcher 3 was a universally loved generational RPG. So let's hear what was so significant about CD Projekt Red's game, aside from Geralt being in the bath and repeatedly going back to that scene over and over again. In fact, let's head to Ted while I just get my PC out.
I was way more excited for Dragon Age Inquisition at the time. And I came to The Witcher 3 late. I got it as a Christmas gift from my parents that year. It was the first time I stayed up to 4 a.m. playing a video game by accident in I don't know how long. Like, I was in love with that game. And there was always one forum guy who would be like, why don't they make like an open world game like the Elder Scrolls, but with like BioWare writing? And it's like, gee, man, why don't they? And they did.
The thing The Witcher managed to really nail was bringing Polish folklore to the masses. I remember playing it and I was like, these monsters are like pretty cool, really, aren't they? And then I went and read the books and I was like, oh, this is all like really faithful to the Polish folklore. This is actually awesome. To have a game that was so well received and for it to be about quite like a niche section of folklore is awesome. I love that.
It was like everything I think on paper I'd ever loved or ever wanted from an RPG. Still love that game. Still revisit it like every 1-2 years or so. I gotta get my fix.
Thanks, Ted. Stick around though. This isn't the only RPG that has raised the bar for single-player storytelling. Next on our list, a hardware innovation that has quietly made everything better for millions of PC gamers. Moment number 9. There have been many technological advances to PC gaming over the years, but few compete with the advent of DLSS.
I think it's had a bigger impact than people actually expected it to. I think when it came out, it kind of got overshadowed by ray tracing and other technologies, whereas DLSS has crept up on us and has actually been the more important, the more impactful thing. You know, you're taking a frame at a lower resolution than what you'd normally intend to run it at. You're upscaling it, but you're saving that performance. And so you just end up with more performance, and it feels like a free upgrade. It's a technology that has sort of become vital in running some modern games.
I think of DLSS as one of the most significant steps of like the 25-year evolution of GPUs, right? Like, as graphics got more and more detailed, it became more of a burden for our GPUs to render games. The solution to that was building some kind of specialized hardware.
That lets us have better effects. We can do things like ray tracing and lots and lots of expensive transparency effects that typically would cause us to run out of fill rate essentially on the hardware, so that we wouldn't be able to render those effects at 4K effectively. Better image quality and really just improve frame rates for that given image quality too.
Now, we all love a comeback story, don't we? And the next game in our look back at the last 10 years of PC gaming rode expectations that were taller than a sandworm. It definitely got knocked off the sandy steed when the game released, but gosh darn it, it got back on. Moment number 8.
No Man's Sky was, to me, sort of like a tipping point game for this idea of like the everything game, that like people were so excited about the potential and really craved this idea of like this world you could be in and do like every activity you can imagine. And it turned out they had way overpromised what you were going to actually be able to do in No Man's Sky, right? Which was ultimately a game made by a very small group of people from players online. When a game does not offer what they've been led to expect, people got really really angry. That was not a happy moment, right? But I think at the same time, No Man's Sky has ended up being kind of the single best example of a game studio just buckling down and building out every feature that they had promised, that they had alluded to, that people expected, and then way more. They just kept building on it and kept building on it.
I think at this point, we're definitely in an era where a majority of games, from the biggest competitive multiplayer games to smaller games from small studios, single player stuff, like it's all kind of expected to transform over time in some way. And that whole possibility owes a lot to the progression No Man's Sky made to this redemption story of success. Certainly, early access is one of the biggest examples of this, an extension of kind of the groundwork that No Man's Sky laid, with early access being a kind of permission that games give themselves to be less than perfect at launch and improve over time.
I think No Man's Sky ended up kind of being the game that people wanted Starfield to be, in terms of just how big it was and how many different things you could do in it. But that really just goes to show like how hard and how much time it takes to build that kind of game is, right? They couldn't do it at launch, but they could do it with 7 more years of work.
Moment number 7. Now, here's a subject I know a little bit about, unless you've read it recently, in which case I know absolutely nothing at all. But I have had a front row seat to some of the biggest esports tournaments in the world, and the last 10 years have been extraordinarily good for competitive gaming. You might have heard recently that the esports bubble has slightly burst, but it's a phoenix. It's coming back from the grassroots ashes, and what we're seeing are publishers giving their games to tournament organisers and to the fans and getting them to put on new tournament circuits. And that is really how you grow and sustain a scene, having experts run them and having the best players in the world want to play in them. So I can't wait to be front row at a few more tournaments in future. But hold on, I know someone else who knows esports inside and out. Sean, how's it going over there in the studio?
Oh, Frankie, I'm doing great. I'm still getting all dolled up for the show later today.
Looking good, Sean. But do you mind sparing a crumb of esports knowledge?
Frankie, I would be delighted to, even though I look a little ridiculous right now.
What do you make of the last 10 years?
The last 10 years of esports has been wild. Once the Overwatch League hit the scene and all of a sudden teams were entering in for 20, 30 million just to participate, it had this massive ripple effect across the entire industry, where you started to see team valuations spiking, salaries for players spiking, new leagues, coming out of nowhere that also had multi-million-dollar entries. And then in the last few years, we've seen the collapse of many of those, which on one hand is really sad and is really unfortunate. But at the same time, the one thing that continues to grow is people watching esports. When I first started watching, YouTube didn't even exist, and it still warms my heart, despite all the turmoil that's happened, just how much esports has grown and how much more it's going to grow.
Great to hear from my buddy and yours, Day 9, who'll host the PC Gaming Show in not too long. Our next moment is barely in the rearview mirror, having racked up PC Gamer's Game of the Year award in 2023, along with many others. Moment number 6. When it comes to CRPGs, Larian Studios have rolled a natural 20 on the genre, creating a game that has had both immense fan and critical acclaim. But don't just take my word for it. Here to share his thoughts is Astarion himself.
The writing was so good, the acting was so great for so many different hundreds of actors that I think it was a pivotal moment in gaming standards. And I think it can be seen for a long time as you can achieve this in games. It's one of those games that has given the player so much agency and freedom of choice to represent themselves in the game and be represented by the game the other way around, with people talking to you with preferred pronouns or your sexuality, etc., and your personal choices, good, dark, in between, grey area. It's one of those games that has done more than I think most games to give you that agency and freedom of choice.
It gives us like this type of freedom where we can kind of play however we want. There's no like one specific way to play, which is why it won Game of the Year for a reason. The amount of love and dedication for like the level designs, the challenges, the campaign, or even just the voice actors themselves, you can really see that they put a lot of love to this project.
As a performer, to be able to play every kind of iteration you could possibly imagine of the character is an incredible experience, because you don't just get to play one version of the character, you get to play every version of the character, which is beautifully indulgent and really wonderful.
Thank you so much to Neil Newham. Our next reflection is a little bit meta. Well, not meta, it's more an Amazon thing. I just mean that we're talking about the platform that you're watching this very show on. Moment number 5. When we talk about gaming as a medium, what's so interesting now is how blurred the line is between playing a game and watching it. Let's see what our experts have to add to that.
I don't think I've bought a game in the last few years without first watching someone play it on Twitch. It was my personal gateway into PC gaming specifically. I started to discover RP servers for games like Atlas, Red Dead and GTA. I watched modded gameplay of games like Skyrim and Minecraft and found specific PC games I wanted to try more than anything, like, at the time, RimWorld. I discovered a whole new world through watching Twitch streamers play games, a world I wanted to be a part of.
Playing games and then watching other people play them deepens and enriches the experience that I have just engaging with games in general. And there's the element of community. It's so much fun to play a game and then just celebrate how much we love it with other people, and being in a chat and seeing someone else appreciate something that you love is just always a heartening thing to experience.
We have almost reached the start of the PC Gaming Show, where we'll have dozens of new game trailers and exclusive interviews, so stay tuned. Now, as we look back at this golden era of PC gaming, naturally we lock eyes with some pretty big elephants in the room. Or actually, is that a llama? Moment number 4. You might be thinking that Fortnite is just for your nephew or for your kids, but let me tell you, as someone who hosts the Fortnite Championship Series, you'd be right, it's only 19-year-olds winning millions of dollars, but it's very fun to play with your friends. Here to tell us more about Fortnite are some real experts.
It was the first commercial battle royale to really make a mark. I think obviously PUBG had kind of run a mark that was everywhere. Fortnite launched and honestly was like terrible at launch. It was just a kind of crafting survival game. I think something that a lot of people don't really talk about, and the thing that's most exciting about its impact though, is that one, it introduced crossplay to everyone. Like Tim Sweeney and Epic really fought to make it so that every platform could play together, and now crossplay feels like kind of a standard thing for a lot of games. Which is great, obviously, for us on the PC, because then people can play with us without us having to go to the lesser platforms, obviously. But the other thing that it did really well is they introduced licensing into games in a way that's really interesting. Oh, hey, I'm playing Fortnite with my friend the Xenomorph and Robocop and, you know, any Marvel superhero you want.
One of the things I love about this era of gaming is it's a time when the corporate titans, like Fortnite, coexist with the comparatively smaller games made by smaller teams, or even a particularly talented solo developer. Moment number 3. If the idea of battling illithids, quick-scoping scrubs, or slaying monsters isn't your cup of tea, then luckily for you, the last 10 years has seen the rise of the cozy game genre. To tell us more, here's Lauren Morton from PC Gamer.
I think Stardew Valley really just nails the customization element and letting you have so many paths through the same game. Like, it was definitely the seed for like a type of game that had never been big on PC before, and was definitely the start of people looking for more like wholesome games, cozy games. Like, proved that there were enough people looking for that like chill cultivating experience that they could make a game like that level of sensation that Stardew Valley became like sort of overnight. It felt like everybody who plays has strong opinions about who they should romance, whether they should go with the community center route or the Jojo Mart route. Whether you want to be a fisher or a rancher or like some other path through the game, and you have so much control over your environment, how you want it to look. It just gives you that sense of like personalization and making a space yours that doesn't get old, really.
Thank you so much, Lauren. Doesn't it make a nice change to not be killing something? Moment number 2. You know, back in my day, communicating with our gaming friends over voice chat wasn't exactly simple. We had to hear our teammates eating while they rushed B on Inferno. We had to endure the shriek of Skype just to pair up with pals in StarCraft, and all I can say is never again.
Before Discord, there was TeamSpeak, we had Mumble, we had Pigeon, and it took an army of nerds to be able to put it together. And with Discord, like, anybody can just join it. If you have a phone or a PC, Discord is just there. I don't know why it didn't exist beforehand, but like, it's just been a godsend, honestly.
The thing about Discord for me as an independent developer is it's really made getting like live conversations with our community going so seamless and
we had we were muted though.
Well.
Is already on Discord.
Either way, Jordan blinked.
We have 10,000 people.
Hey, Brett, do you have my Steam Deck?
The problem for me with Discord is that if you have so much as 12 people,
Can I have that back?
and they're all
Even though you didn't take it.
So
Just give it back.
the challenge.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to the PC
Gaming
show.
show.
Is that what it's called? The gaming show? PC gaming,
Gaming show, yeah? Yeah.
Or was it just PC gaming?
Hey, there was a few surprises
there's
last year.
There's so much going on.
They showed
PC
games.
gaming show. Yep.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing.
Because a lot of games are on PC now, so you know.
Yeah. Yeah, we might see some cool stuff. We saw a lot of indie stuff that was basically the same as the future
Of
game show.
shows. Did you hear about the remake that they're doing? Oregon Trail remake.
Ooh, that actually not a bad idea. They
Why
should
was
do
that such a fun old
How has
game?
that not been remade? Has it been? Wait, has it been remade?
Hey, Sean, how's it looking over there, buddy? You got your
I feel like why do I feel like a couple years ago they mentioned something about Oregon Trail? Either way, it was like such a thinker of decision games. Like, do you go back or do you take little Timmy to go get his medicine? And you're like, well, crud.
Oh wait,
Little Timmy.
PS5, the Oregon Trail.
Yeah. What does the graphics look like? I feel like I remember this.
Hold on a
I
second.
don't remember it being on PS5.
This is kind of great, actually.
I did not have it in Florida.
Was it just?
I was getting 20 frames per second when I played, but it was so
Was it just the original game but released? for that?
I thought the graphics looked
Did
like
it
that.
Look, okay, well that's kind of cool.
build a base and defend things at night into a battle royale.
I know, it brings back some
Oh,
memories.
man.
Oh, wow. I guess Jordan and I are going to be playing Oregon Trail tonight.
I mean, it's about time.
Apparently they have it on PS5, Brett, so go get it now.
Because like everyone,
I did recall them showing this, and I forgot about it.
Everyone played Oregon Trail growing up. Okay, that looks kind of sweet.
Are we playing this tonight?
We might be playing some Oregon Trail.
How much is it on PS5? On Steam, it's 20.
It's on sale right now. Let's look. Hold on.
I'm going to play it on my Steam Deck that I don't have tonight.
Okay,
Stay
PS5.
tuned. Persona
Looks like-
8.
Wait, I was just.
The Platinum Edition. Even though...
Hold on, I just saw it on like. See, it looks
20
like
bucks on
it's
Steam. I'm not sure
$40,
PS5.
40 on
40 on
PS5.
PS5.
You can get it on Switch as well for 40.
But you want the full graphic capability of Oregon Trail.
Yeah. That's actually kind of cool. That
You're
they
smiling right
remade
now.
it.
You're going to get it. I'm going to get it too.
I just remember.
Any reviews?
Let's see.
But Oregon Trail was just good times on the computer. Get little Timmy to the doctor or look for food. Crap, I'm not sure. Timmy needs to go to the doctor. I guess I'll take Timmy to the doctor. Because of your decision to take Timmy to the doctor, your horse has died. Oh, crap.
It's my pleasure to welcome you to the PC Gaming Show 2024. Once again,
Oh, yeah, I do remember this guy.
my name is Sean.
Oh, is it officially starting
Yeah.
now?
We've got another great
We'll
show
jump
for you.
over.
We'll
Yeah, yeah.
Get this
Jump
going.
around.
exclusives and lots of surprises, but here is what I'm most excited about. Joining me once again is the inimitable Mika Burton. Get in here, Mika.
They showed a lot last year, I recall.
Yeah.
glad to be here and be a part of this.
It was kind of a long
milestone
stream.
in
I think it's supposed to be around 2 hours.
Show. Seriously, like
It's supposed to go until midnight, so it'll be interesting. The show.
Gaming and all of the incredible games during that time.
Guys, let us know how the audio
We've had a good
is.
run. 10 years is
their
a
stream
long
is
time, and if the show was
way
a child,
quieter
you'd
Yeah.
be
than the
slamming
other ones have
doors and
been.
belittling me in public and still asking for V-Bucks and Fortnite.
How did you know he was back?
before
How
we
did you know
take a
Sean
look
was
at
back
the
for this?
They had
Or
a
did you-
pre-show. They had a pre-show that he was like hosting.
at some of our favorite moments from the last 10 years of the show.
Oh,
dude.
Sean.
Cue the emotive montage music.
Oh, it's so beautiful. Well, over the years, we've featured so many great games, some of which got their
Have you guys
start
ever
right
Deus
here on the
Ex?
PC Gaming Show.
Have you guys ever
So,
worn
who
a
remembers some of those gems?
bow tie
I mean,
before?
I remember in 2021
Did you on your
when we
wedding?
turned a graphics card into a spaceship, or when we did various attempts to replace our
I
host
know
with
I didn't wear a
artificial
normal tie. I'm
intelligence.
trying
Oh,
to
that's
think
good.
if I even wore a
We
tie
were
at all,
so
actually.
young and naive.
Did you wear
Oh,
pants?
We sure were. And what about way back when the
Underpants.
PC
That's
Gaming
what I
Show
mean.
was live, and
Why
we
would
had
you need to at your
developers like
wedding?
Dean
Well,
Hall and Warren
Supposed
Spector.
to leave
and,
that wedding and get to where there's
No, and
there
I
is no
still
pants
look
as soon as
like that.
possible,
I
right?
mean,
And who could
For a point
forget
of a
the
wedding.
PC Gaming Show
Is it?
1969 live streaming from a surface of a little white rock that we call the moon?
hey, what?
Wow. I don't know if it's my dwindling
I
oxygen
can't believe
levels.
they
In
have this
fact,
sort of
my
budget
internal
to put
organs are floating
Sean on
weightlessly
the moon.
Yeah,
around
that's
my
crazy.
body.
It is crazy.
Man, this game is making me
Wait,
feel
is his
very
helmet
dizzy
open?
with excitement. Houston, anything new on the RPG?
You want to know what I bet they did?
What?
I guarantee the original plan was helmet closed, and then there's too much reflection of the room in his helmet. They're like, screw it, you're gonna have to lift your helmet.
Fans of sticks and pebbles, prepare to lose thy stools for sticks and pebbles too. Developed by peasants and published by
Wait,
Microsoft.
would you
Simply
want to go
boil some
see
water to access
in
it on
a
Steam.
violet
Sean, you know some of those things didn't really happen, right?
in a
Oh,
violent
of course,
nature?
Mika, I know, I'm not an idiot.
What is that
Moon
movie?
landing, sure.
Well,
Sure,
we have
I don't
some
know what
more
it is.
exciting news. No 10th anniversary show would be complete without our favorite Brit and gaming goddess. It's none other than Frankie Ward.
Thank you so much, Mika. It's great to see you and Sean again. And to
How much of this do you
celebrate
think is
10 years, I
pre-recorded?
even got us a little cake.
All of it?
But I do think I speak
Maybe.
for everyone watching when I say, could you two stop goofing around and just get to the trailers already?
Well, in a second, but Frankie, riddle me this. Why aren't you like here with us?
Well, I'm kind of expecting a pretty special delivery.
Oh, I get you. Big Amazon order.
Yeah, makes
Can't miss
sense,
those.
yeah.
Sometimes you have to sign.
Right? Something a little more important. I'll be here with my unborn mind flare.
What do you think she's talking about?
And I'm just gonna chill out here on the couch, have some snacks, and be on hand to jump in whenever the mood
She ate
takes
a lot.
me.
Gotta
Also,
take a
why
big
are you standing there like a couple of
Big
lemons
delivery.
anyway?
Yeah.
Is that
You
a
should take a
del-
page from
she's
my
that'd
book
be
and
her.
take a load off.
She's got delivers. Well, either way, you're right. You're right. Yep.
Ooh, hey, Frankie.
Oh!
I think you're onto something. I mean, this.
I remember we saw
this
that
is
trailer.
way
It
better.
looks like
Yeah,
Friday
thank
the
you, Frankie.
13th,
And
right?
you know what? Thank you, chair
Like that
scientists
basically looks
everywhere.
like Jason.
I'm glad you're both comfortable because
Yes,
we've
I'll
got
watch
a
that.
great show today. Trailers to the most exciting upcoming PC games.
a new movie?
exclusive
Yeah,
world
I think
premiere
it's only gonna
announcements
be
of brand new
out
games,
for a
interviews,
day
and
or two or
behind-the-scenes
something.
looks at
Really?
upcoming
Something
releases
short, and
lots
they
more.
made it like to where
First,
it looks like
kick off this
Jason,
year's
but
2024
the killer. It's like almost from a.
three huge
Their
world
perspective.
premiere
Yeah.
elements Here.
When is that
It
coming
did
out?
look interesting this Friday.
This Friday? Oh, well, that's when we're.
Yep.
Say,
Oh, nuggets.
I'd go. I've been really wanting to go to the theater just because.
What if they were out of nachos? Would you still have? How much would that rub
That
your
would change
desire?
it for me. Because kind of like how girls don't actually go to the pool to swim. They go to sit out in the sun. I mainly go to the theater to
Eat
eat
nachos.
nachos.
What
But
is-
no, I mean I want to see a good movie too.
What is he supposed to be? What? This looks cozy.
You get to pet little.
What do you think, Meissen? It's a little
Thing.
cozy. Yeah. Look at that little guy. I like this thing.
Please, can it be called
What do you build?
Ewoks and Blackbirds?
I thought he looked like an Ewok as well. Yeah. It has. The movie theaters have really messed up nachos over the years, but The Blue Springs Theater has done it right. AMC's finally slightly redeemed themselves and got rid of that crap cheese they were using for a while. What is that thing doing? Is that thing humping its head?
I don't know.
I don't like how it looked at me afterwards. Yeah, while it was humping. It's no longer cozy anymore. Now it's just awkward game. And there's a porta potty that goes into another universe.
Among the Wild. It's becoming less cozy.
Why did where was the Chronicles of Narnia at the end there with that secret door that took you to a new world?
From the creators of Dolph Romantic and Kurzgesagt comes.
Have you heard of either one of those? I have not either.
Space.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
Meet the Star.
I like the chicken wiping down the.
Help them claim nearby asteroids. You'll need to build stuff. You'll need to gather stuff.
Jordan and I don't want chores.
To connect stuff to other stuff to produce even more.
It's pretty true though.
To advance your technology.
Oh, I remember them talking about this. Is this supposed to be like a gas station?
Countless asteroids. They're packed with resources and come in all shapes and sizes. Stay curious. You never know what you may find. Starbirds coming to a solar system near you. Wishlist now on Steam.
Don't forget to get your wish lists out. World premiere. Persona 8. Platinum. Do you remember that game that was like Metal Gear? It was humorous, unmetal.
It was unmetal.
Unmetal. Yeah. I never got to play it.
That did look funny.
I forgot about it for a little while. This is why wish listing stuff's a good idea, or pre-ordering. Wow, that got real small real quick. That cactus had a grenade in there.
Yeah, be careful with those grenade cactuses. Cool.
Howdy, stranger.
Buying some weapons.
Do you still find the merchant in Resident Evil 4 a little off-putting?
Yeah, it just
like,
kind of doesn't make sense being
I know.
there.
Feel the same way. I know some people love their merchant in Resident Evil 4. I just felt like it was just, what are you doing here, dude? Howdy, stranger.
It's also kind of like,
why are you
were
selling
just
here?
over there a second
Vale
ago.
looks
great. Why do you think I have money on me right now?
Also,
vibes, guns,
everything
also magic.
has some virus and is trying to attack and kill anything that moves, yet you're fine.
Yeah, and why is he selling there out of all places? That seems like who's going to be there to give you business?
Yeah, it's like, there's this one guy. Remember we had an idea about that.
Yeah, we were trying to do a video on
Almost like it was like a movie trailer for
about the merchant.
Called The Merchant.
And
the wife is like, I just don't think you should go. And be like, there'll be
honey,
business
I got a
there.
great idea. Yeah.
Picture the dead body.
Yeah, it was basically the prequel about the merchant. We need to do this. What are we doing? But our first idea is to do a video called Gamercrombie.
Well, in Lornvale, it
where
looks
it's like
both of
a
our visions
GameStop
come
meets
true.
Abercrombie.
Sean, since we're
Oh,
talking about fantasy
dude.
games, lots of them let you
Come
practice
get your
alchemy,
pooks while you
right?
get your
But how
games.
about a
I can't even
tycoon
do it.
game
My
Victor does
yeah,
it
he
too.
does.
Alchemy.
My little surf dude accent starts turning with like into British / Australian all of a sudden.
My own beer.
Well, Australian kind of works.
Then Arnold Schwarzenegger's. Am I touching you?
Yeah.
My bad. Sorry.
Manage a monastery. Keep your monks happy.
He looks
and
happy.
Create your very own ale recipe.
He does look happy.
Mika, at last, a game that caters to my desire for medieval, mead-based monastery management.
Roll out the barrels as we raise a goblet or two to Ale Abbey.
He's just happy to have it. It's probably butterbeer. It's got to be butterbeer.
Butterbeer.
Oh yeah, they're having butterbeers. Brett, I know you only had one butterbeer, but did you at least like the one butterbeer you had? Oh, that's what it's like. That's the experience.
When you have butterbeer?
Yes. If you have it at the place in the back. You have to go to the place in the back of the park. That was our conversation afterwards, remember? You're like, oh, should get one plus two. We'll get 3 of these. That lemon squash lemonade is also incredible.
Then we decided we'd have Godzilla -1, butterbeer +2.
What do you think we should call the next Godzilla? Godzilla a plus a 2? No, too much Godzilla. Godzilla a minus a 2. No, not enough. Godzilla a plus a 1. Too much. Okay, I think that's fair.
Yeah, you need at least 3 before the castle run.
Yeah, that makes sense because the other 2 cancel out the first one.
Yeah.
Then you feel fine.
You have to have 2 for each one to cancel it out.
That's
So
right.
When you have 1, you have 2 more. And then you have
2
cancels out the first one, and then you have 4 after that.
Yes, it all makes sense once you're there.
Streets of Rogue 2 looks even more nuts than the first game.
It does look nuts. Godzilla minus a 5. Oh no, not even close to being enough Godzilla.
Is it Rogue or Rouge?
I wish it was. Streets of Rogue. Why I can't even say that. Rouge.
My name is Ringo.
Nice. You know who's awesome character?
Play an anime.
Akihiko.
Oh yeah.
What a great character. Yeah. Otherwise known as. What do they call? What does she call her? What's her short name?
Who?
Akihiko's short name. You know the big wrestler chick. What she calls her something short.
Whoa, careful with
What?
the face.
Yeah.
We don't know.
What's her name? You know the girl, the like gymnast girl on Danganronpa?
I guess it's just you and me now.
Oh, Hina?
Hina. That's what she calls her for short. I think her actual name's Is it not Akihiko? What am I saying?
Akihiko's from Persona 3. That's the boxing guy. Right?
I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Hina has like a official name, and she calls her Hina for short.
Asahina.
Asahina. Thank
Yeah.
you. That's why I get that mixed up. Sorry, that was way too long-winded. Danganronpa, play it. It's incredible.
It's so good.
And then you'll play the second one and be like, "How's this tie in?" And then you'll be like, "Oh shoot!"
It does.
And then you'll play the third one and
you'll
you'll
be
be like,
like, "Wow,
"Weird."
this is incredible! It's one of the best ones ever." And then you'll get to the last 5 minutes and be like, "Oh, that got weird."
You know, it's unfortunate. You and John, aka Turret Man, both had the same exact feelings towards V3 that talked me out of not playing it.
It's still a great game. Like I said, I was going into this, well, not going into it, like literally until the last like few minutes of the game was like, this is the best Danganronpa of all of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then
Is Mikoto in it?
kind of.
Yeah, I guess you don't need to say anymore. Either way,
I don't want to ruin it for someone who might play it and like it.
Really excited, and I cannot wait to watch that in Vegas. Yeah, I could load up season 1 on the tablet before we go to Vegas to watch on the plane.
Danganronpa?
No, Tower of God.
Ooh.
I will admit that I went ahead and read some of the manga that takes place after season 1 and was very shocked about how it all starts. Not remotely close to what I thought was going to happen.
I was beginning
So I finally stopped myself because I didn't want to run some of the stuff I was really looking forward to.
You were looking for answers. For you, these centuries would have passed in an instant.
You want to know how it starts?
Don't tell me.
I think I already told you, so I'm not going to tell you anyways. You forgot. It's good.
I once served your father. I helped him lay the groundwork for everything.
Yeah,
you
it's
see.
not at all.
I am Savi. Welcome, Zoe.
Thank you.
Steel Seed. Graphics
I'm here
are
to
cool
give you
and
my
on.
seed. Lumberjack. Whoa, sir, put it down.
Oh, I think we saw.
Yes.
I think we saw a little bit.
Yeah,
of
this is
already.
What? I don't even try. I'm not even gonna try anymore. I can't remember names. It looked cool though. Fate series is pretty awesome. The ending of both made me want a little bit more.
Fallen Aces.
That looked good.
It's really soon.
That is really soon. Howdy, stranger.
Like you
Oh.
were all the same.
Well, there is an offer that you can't refuse. So, how about you, good fella? Are you ready to get your knuckles bloody with fallen aces?
Well, Mika, I'd rather use a lead pipe. You know, because I have these fragile RTS digits.
Yeah, okay. Well, good news, Sean. You will recognize
Kind of
our
like
next
how
game,
Final Fantasy
Stormgate,
is gonna
a
have me
real-time
wanting a
strategy
little
game.
more if we can't
And
save
it's
Aerith.
giving off some big StarCraft vibes, which is not surprising since it's being made
I
by
just
a
don't think it's
team
gonna happen,
of former
guys. I'm gonna be
StarCraft
honest with you,
developers. And
'cause I
hey,
don't wanna lie to you.
Sean,
Yeah.
you played StarCraft like an hour or two, right?
Oh, yes, Mika. I've played maybe even 3 hours. I even dipped a toe in a little bit.
Crazy.
But now for all you RTS fans out there, heads up, because with Stormgate, we've got a lot more than just a trailer. We visited the developer Frost Giant Studios for a close-up look at their new RTS. So get those hand stretches going, prop up your gaming chair, and stay hydrated. Prepare to do battle in Stormgate.
Cheers. Stay hydrated.
Before the Infernals invaded us on Earth and destroyed human civilization, they engaged in battle with their sworn enemies.
Brett, I'm losing hope every day. That's not gonna happen.
Angelic form merged with advanced technology. The Celestials
I feel like
fight
there's too
unlike
many
anything
vocal
we've
people
seen,
in the community
harnessing both
with
light
big channels that are gonna affect that, unfortunately.
ways to mine resources and centralized army production.
And also too many people that hate change.
Their flying arc ship cascades power, which they use to expand infrastructure, energize their army.
They're dressed very
and enhance
fancy.
Their abilities.
Celebrating that 10-year.
The thing is, if we can't save Aerith, then they already effectively
The Celestial
made
Armada is here.
what happens in Rebirth
Earth
less
is the latest
effective
battleground, and the war
in a way because they made it
is
seem like
just
you
getting
can.
started.
And that.
Sorry, I'm laughing. He said I don't like your tone. I know. Like some person just made a comment. I would almost want to read it to you guys. There's a Twitter from the creator of Rebirth that had the scene where
The
Cloud is staring
Celestial
up at the
Armada is
thing in the
this
sky.
dying alien race that is moving through
And he said
the
he was
galaxy, and
very
they are
careful
ancient
about
beings
creating
that
this because
stretch
how
back to
important
the
this
origins
is
of the universe
about how it
itself.
ties
And
everything
from their
together.
beings
And it's
to
one
their
person was like,
civilization, where they live,
"Oh, I'm
is
so excited about
technologically
not just how it ended,
driven.
but the different
And we
realities,
love
like the
playing
one
into
with
that
Aerith dead and one
mechanically with how
being
they
alive." And
express
this person was
themselves on the
like,
battlefield in
"You
the
clearly
game.
don't like." Made
With
thing
each
said
faction
he
that
doesn't
we
know what's
develop,
happening,
we
does he?
start with a core
He's like, "What do I
identity.
know what's
The
happening?" And
Vanguard,
the
we have
person
this
was
plucky
like,
human resistance.
"There is
They're
no
about
other realities and
adaptability,
stuff.
and
This is
with
just
the
stuff happening in the
Infernals,
live
we really
stream.
explored the
It all is
idea of
going to
a
be the same."
unit-focused faction
And
that
kind of
could
broke
have
down
a
their
different
thing. I'm
way
like,
of
that would be
summoning their troops
so
into the battlefield.
disappointing.
With the Celestials, when we started out, we really wanted
Well,
to
hold on, that
push
wouldn't
a
make
lot
any
of
sense
boundaries.
because they've already
And
kind
we
of
thought, how can we
admitted
make
to
a
different
building-focused faction?
realities.
And
I
also
know.
a faction that introduces map-wide mobility.
He had his reasoning behind
they
it.
are
and
anchored
I
by
can't read
this
it
idea
verbatim
that
off the
they're
top of my head.
descending into the atmosphere from the Celestial Armada. And so when you're playing as this faction and can build structures all across the map in different places very easily, in many ways it becomes this strategic dance about where the conflict is playing out on a map. So we've kind of shifted the focus onto the buildings.
Paul, you ever wear any bow
There's gonna
ties
be
in
a
your
lot
life?
of emergent gameplay that players will discover on their own that we are not planning for, and that's actually what we want from the Celestials. Is we want to
like
give
I remember
players
you wearing a
bunch
bow
of
tie
options,
maybe
a
on
bunch
your
of
wedding.
flexibility, and a bunch of interesting
I could
toys
be
to play
wrong.
with, and then see what comes out the other side. And if you're the type of player that really likes coming up with this innovative way to outsmart opponents. The Celestial faction is designed for you.
With Celestials, we've really
I can get why
done
people would like
something that
this style of
is
game. It's
pure
just not for
original
me.
thinking from this team that is not
And
something that
it
we've
could be one of
seen
those things that I
before
play
in
and
a
enjoy.
real-time strategy
The
game.
thing is,
and it took
just
a lot
too
of
many video
iteration
games
to
and too
get
little
to the
time
point
to where I have
that
to
it
pick and
felt
choose.
balanced
And I'm already over
where
my head
it
here,
felt
way over my
correctly
head.
comparable to the other two races.
Like,
Stormgate
if we
is
stop
a
things
Blizzard
right now,
seller.
no more video
So
games
by saying
ever,
that we're continuing
I
the
don't
legacy
know
of
if I could
Warcraft and
finish them all.
Starcraft, We're really
Still.
looking at that core RTS experience. But
no,
we
that's a good
really
point.
believe
I
that
feel kind of the
even
same
within
way.
a Blizzard-style RTS,
It's
I have
ridiculous.
so many
There's a lot of
games
room
that
to
are
innovate.
either
There's a
unopened
lot
or
of
at least just
creative
not
boundaries that can
even
be pushed
played or
to
put in,
bring new
like
styles
never
of
even
play and new
put them
experiences
into
for
the
players. And
console.
so we are really excited about bringing a lot of new ideas.
I know it'd make
into
no
the
sense.
genre.
And that
We
doesn't even
want you to
include all the
have
free
this
ones I've gotten
asymmetric
from PlayStation
experience
Plus.
Where playing one
Or
faction
all of
or
the
another
ones I could
faction
go onto Game
really
Pass
feels
or
almost like a different game
PlayStation
entirely.
Premium and start playing right now.
All the retro games, ones you've never played. Wind Waker, just do you know anything?
In a
The old
nutshell,
school
essentially
one.
what that means is, as a player, the time between clicking and seeing their actions take place is faster than any other.
This is a fun
RPG that's
question.
Really ever come out.
Is there
As a
any games
player,
you
it
can
just
think
feels
on past
really,
generation
really good to play.
consoles? We're talking.
One of
we're
the
talking
biggest
all the way
design
back.
challenges that we faced
That
with
are
Stormgate
games you were like,
is
man, I
creating a
kind of
game
wanted to play that, or that looked
maintains
interesting,
the
but you
high
never got
skill
around to
gameplay
it.
That has been
yeah,
the
there you
heart
go.
of RTS for so long, but still provides an
Radiant
on-ramp.
It is very much
And
intervention
it
time.
doesn't
I thought Radiant
scare them
Historia
away.
always
it's
looked cool.
okay to be a high skill game.
Yeah.
It's actually
Which
a
you
good and
got
appealing
for
thing.
me
We never
a couple
want
years
to water
ago.
down
So
that
I had mentioned
aspect
it.
of RTS, but we talk a lot about lowering the skill floor.
There's a
which
few other
means
Tales
making
games
it
I've
more
never played.
approachable for new
That I
players
bought.
coming in
Like I have like
without
2 or
taking
3
away
different
the
ones on
high-skill elements of the game
that were on
make
PlayStation 2 or
RTS so
PlayStation 3
exciting.
that I even have the disc.
Early
and
access
just
is
haven't played
much
them.
more about
Did you
bringing
play
the
the Vita one?
community along with us
I did.
and
I did play
benefiting
that
Tales of
from
Hearts?
that
That's good.
feedback
That is a good
that
one.
the
Sorry.
community provides us to really make the game what they tell us they want. We've been having conversations with the community, and together, hopefully, that we
I mean, I know
really
there
are
is.
able
There's
to
lots.
craft something that feels collaborative.
Paul, let me tell you
We're
something else that's
sharing it
happened to
at
me
a
while
much
Jordan's
earlier
thinking there.
stage than any
Now
game
I've
that
reached a
we've
point
worked
where
on in the
there's
past.
certain
But
games
it
I
is a
beat
better
that
way
I
to make games.
loved
I
that I've only
believe
played
that
once,
Stormgate,
and I
as
want
it
to go back
evolves,
and
will turn into
play,
something that
but
is
because I'm so back
literally
behind, I'm
the
like,
best
ah,
game
and
we've ever
I know.
worked
Wind
on
Waker
as a
is
result.
very high on that list.
hope
I
you've
of,
enjoyed
have that
I think
debate
about
like
all time.
almost every night of
First
my
look
life.
at
I'm
our
like,
Celestial
should I
faction.
just play?
Stormgate's free to play.
Should I just
It's available to
replay
everyone.
Persona
We'll be
4,
launching
or
fully
should I
into
play
early
Danganronpa
access on
again? Should I
August
play
13th. But you
Metal
can
Gear,
join
like
us
something I've
before
played
then
a
on July
bunch of
30th
times already,
by
or-
going to Steam and
or
using
even
one
just
of our
once,
bundles
and then-
that's available today.
But still, it's like I know I like that game, so I kind of want to play it. But there's so many games I have that I've never played.
Well, douse me in
I hate that I haven't
ethereal
didn't beat
light,
Scarlet
mine my
Nexus.
minerals.
Oh, that's
I
a
am
good
beyond
one.
excited for Stormgate.
Hey,
I did
Sean,
beat that one.
If you're excited for
I feel like that
RTS
says
Madness,
something.
wait
With how many
until you
games
hear this.
we've bought over the
I've
years,
been
that is
using
one
pretzels
I've beat.
to scoop up my
You
ice
know?
cream instead of a spoon.
Oh, dude,
Pretzels.
Chrono Trigger. I've
They're
never
like
played
spoons you can
Chrono
eat.
Cross.
I'm
I
not
haven't.
Chrono Cross
Frankie, but
either.
why are you telling me this now?
It's strategy, Sean. Optimum watch party strategy. No spoons, nothing to wash later. Get it? Here is another example. Let's say someone knocks on my door during the watch party.
I just love the camera back to Sean's face. Did you see that?
I just held
No,
this brick
like-
through my front
It almost
window.
like it looked like it
Weapons
wasn't
lucky,
prepared for it.
comes away
This went back to
terror.
Sean's face. He's just going.
Bricks. They're like spoons you can throw.
I feel like I'm really starting to get you, Frankie. A window brick sounds totally overpowered. I think you're onto something.
My point is this. It's a really
I could be
exciting
wrong, but
time
I
for
feel like
strategy
after this
games on PC,
after this
and
whole
we've
stream's
got
over, Sean's
so
gonna be
many more to show you together.
like, I feel like he has to put a lot of
All you turn-based
energy
tactics
into
fanatics
playing
out there do
so
not want to miss this next one.
excitable. What do you want to say? There's just some of those ones, specifically ones I've only played once, that I absolutely loved. So I'm using Zelda Wind Waker as an example because I loved it, and I've only played it once, and now I just think about it all the time, and I'd like to play it a second time. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is one that I've thought about here recently, but I've at least played that twice. Man, it's music, okay? What? You need to play Tales of Exilia live on our channel.
That's just a fun game. second Tales of Exilia is just
good. It's real good.
Just incredible.
The kind of nice thing about old school games, like you know, NES, Genesis, any of those, you can pick it up for like 15 minutes and feel like you were good.
Yeah.
You don't need to beat it. You're just like, oh yeah.
Yeah. Lost Odyssey.
Part of me feels like I played it since I watched someone do the full playthrough. I know it's not the same thing. I do feel like I've gotten a little bit better, Paul, on my buying games because I finally have come to that conclusion. I just don't have time. So I have gotten a little better, for sure. There's also those type of games. Have you guys ever bought a game that you wanted to support that you knew you didn't have time to play? I know I'm going to sound like I have some issues right now, but I name some of those too. Just buying games you wanted to support, even though you're like, I don't have time to play this.
Yeah. I get that.
A lot of card games the last couple days. I wonder if Frog from Chrono Trigger is in this.
This is the timeline he eventually went to after Chrono Trigger was done.
Paul, have you watched any good movies or shows lately? I have a struggle with starting new shows anymore. They've burned me too many times. This may sound dumb, but Game of Thrones was really burned me. I invested so much into that show. I started on season 2, so that means I went through like a 8-year journey with the show. And how season 8 just ended was just like exhausting.
Primary mission is to sabotage Camelot's operation at any cost.
Maybe now everyone feels that way. I just thought it was awful. Season 8 was terrible.
How about a little switcheroo? You got equipped with thingamajig's too.
I do that. I do it quite a bit.
Tight passages, traversing the rooftops, would require some canning.
Kind of looks a little like
it's an incredibly complicated chemical reaction.
the game. I just recently got it. I haven't played it though.
Impressive. Terrifying.
Disco Elysium.
Oh, wait. I know the name. I can't think of what it looked like now.
We'll keep it simple then. Stab and shoot our way through.
Apparently it's really good and has a great story. It's very difficult though, because there's like tons of strategy and just like stuff you have to do, and then it's like.
They said that a career
it seemed interesting.
Would be uneventful.
Hey, bud. This is my son, Avon. He just had his birthday.
A ragtag group of scientists and a werebear. What a great world premiere trailer.
I don't think she
and
wants to
speaking
be.
of trailers, Mika, we've had a ton of them on the PC gaming show over the last 10 years.
What is
You
it?
want to hear some stats?
Oh my god, is Master
Which
Chief
game
a
is it?
Covenant killing machine?
Has and always will be, Mika. And in the
Was it
first
some
10
ads
years
you've
of the
been playing?
show,
It does look kinda
you've typed
funny.
into your
No,
hungry
I've-
little eyeballs over 79,000 and 18 seconds of exclusive PC gaming content, streaming in a
I looked into
plethora
it a
of
little bit.
languages.
It looks like you get to be a cat and
And
do
that's
cat
not all
things. Like you
shown.
knock
We
stuff
worked
down and
closely with
you trip
developers
people
to
on
provide
purpose.
exclusive
I remember we saw the trailer
behind-the-scenes
for this.
content
It did
and
look fun.
showcase some of the most exciting games of the past decade, all of which can be found over on our Steam page.
Indeed, and
on
hey,
here, though.
how about a few more of those stats? According to chat, a whopping 98.7% of viewers tuned in live right now want us
you're
to hurry
able
up
to
and get on
use
with the
your
next
thing on
trailer.
there.
So hey, can't argue with facts.
Oh, yeah.
No, you can't.
Let me check something.
Hey PC gamers, my name is Dave and I'm the director of Mighty Yell, and if you know
Brett
us,
said, "What's up?"
you know we like to make things that are weird,
That's
uplifting,
Brett.
and fun.
Look, they're
With those
talking
things
to
in
us.
mind, I cannot wait to show you our brand
there's
new
our buddy
expressive
Paul.
dance battle adventure, All Systems Dance. All Systems Dance takes the fun, freely dancing and moving through a space, combines it with some tense arena combat and a heartfelt and funny story.
I'm not going to watch House of the
all in
Dragons
the
either.
name of taking down an evil corporation.
I do think.
Look, we
Can't
want to
do
make a
it.
game about dance because
Paul,
well,
I'm sorry if I already
we're not
asked
the
you, but
greatest
are you going to
dancers,
get the
I know,
Evercade?
but That doesn't matter.
The alpha.
The thing about dance is that
I was
everyone
tempted.
can dance, and if everyone can dance, and dance is what you need to save the world, then
But
maybe
you
everyone
know,
can save the world.
if you're like me, you
I'm gonna
feel
let
like,
the teaser
man,
speak for
I already
itself,
went
but
down
please
this
go to
road.
allsystemsdance.com for more
Don't want to go
information.
down the road again.
Thank you for watching this, for being
Down
a
the
part
road
of this with
again.
us. And remember, the revolution will not be choreographed.
Here.
I'm gonna take care of my.
Welcome to Port Tomorrow, a perfect place for every Rouge citizen to work.
We're
socialize,
talking about
and
what's going on
relax.
here. What do you think of this
we
game?
here at Rouge have thought of everything, so you never have.
know what game this first.
Let's see what
believe
they
their
say.
marketing and
Oh,
don't
what's
believe their
that?
messaging. This is the face
Looks
of
like he's a
Whoosh.
robot.
Look around. We are all trapped here on this island. We are
They're trapped on an
we
island.
have to fight back.
Yeah.
I know they outnumber us,
They're
but
trapped
we
on an
discovered
island.
their
Watch your
weakness.
feet.
Their weakness is dance. Dance reprograms them. Dance makes them see us as more than just a number.
Okay,
on a
she's
spreadsheet.
got rollerblades.
You have to dance. You have to dance like your life depends on it. Take back control. Free yourself and feel the movement. The revolution will not be choreographed.
Do you have Game Pass still, or did you cancel that?
I do have it. I like it. Cozy Game Alert, you're right. Sorry. Somewhere. So we found out there is a way he can play it without money. He could do it on my tablet.
That's true.
I just need to log in.
Yeah. You have to.
If you want to grab me the tablet, we can log in for you so you can play that.
Does he have the?
What?
Hold on. Does he
Oh,
have
yeah.
the? Does he have the iPad with the USB-C?
He really likes my tablet though,
Okay.
for whatever reason.
It might be hard to do without like some kind of controller connected.
Oh, he just used the. Oh yeah.
Because it is meant to be.
I have USB-C on mine. Do you think you can use the Xbox controller on my tablet?
Probably.
We'll figure it out.
Or a PlayStation controller.
Oh. Non-cozy game alert. Oh gosh, yeah. I'm terrified of all that. I just hate investing so much time into something and then it just be... You told me this about Dexter. Didn't you say Dexter just ended terrible?
Oh, it was awful.
Here's everybody else feel that way. I haven't seen the show. This is like
if you
cozy
look-
in some,
if you
in some
look
other
up-
sort of way.
If you look up shit like in the internet games with the worst endings, I think Dexter's like #1 on every list.
Really? Not anymore. I bet Game of Thrones.
No,
surpassed
this was within like the last year. I looked that up because I was talking about it with someone, and
Think about it, dude.
like
The directors of Game of Thrones, what? Dave and Dave. Dan and Dave, whatever. They're the 2 Ds.
yeah,
Remember they had that whole Star Wars series waiting for them. Then season 8 falls. There's like, you know what? We're gonna have to back out of this contract. Have they done anything since Game of Thrones?
yeah, they have a new show on
This looks
Netflix
good.
called 3 Body Problem.
Oh.
That's actually kind of interesting and so far good. I started watching it, I haven't finished it yet. A lot of the reviews were saying, obviously, whatever their names are, they like can make a good show when they follow the content. They're like, because Game of Thrones started well, and they said that at least for this first season, the show 3 Body Problem is following like exactly along with the book. So
Paul, I think we got another cozy game here.
Hmm.
And when I mean cozy, I mean not cozy at all.
oh yeah, Heroes was good.
I liked Heroes, but then I hated how they nerfed Peter. I hate when they nerf characters for story purposes.
Yeah.
Like Thor, Infinity War. Thor comes in there with his, and then the next game he's like, well, Thor's had a rough time. He's been eating a lot. Now he's not quite as
that
strong.
has some effect, and that has an effect on Thor.
Okay, Mika, pop quiz.
But I didn't study, Sean.
Quiet, listen. Let's say you find yourself face to face with a huge mutant super soldier whose arm has been replaced by a chainsaw.
Okay.
What do you do?
Well, If I were a mad scientist working for an evil mega corporation, you know, like you do, I would probably replace its other arm with a game.
But you may hate it,
Because
so
that means you would fit right in at Tripwire Interactive, who have been working for years to bring us the next installment
Did you want to play
in
the
Killing
cat
Floor series. Now, for those of you who didn't know, the franchise has been a huge staple of the PC gaming show since its inception back in 2015. Tripwire has actually been at 9 PC gaming shows. In the upcoming sequel, players will face off against a new upgraded generation of Zeds in this long-awaited co-op horror FPS.
And the Zeds aren't the only things that have gotten an upgrade. To learn more, we visited those mad scientists at Tripwire Interactive for this exclusive look at the guns and gore of Killing Floor 3.
Yeah, I just don't know if you need. I don't know if it's on the official app or not. I don't remember which one it is.
Who's ready for a bit of fun then?
Tell them what you think of this game they're showing right now. Looks like a shoot game.
well, kind of.
Oh!
For me, it would have
Little.
like right?
That doesn't look like a kid game. Do what, Jordan?
I would do that one. Okay.
I clicked open.
Oh, but you gotta charge it.
Yeah, it's almost dead. Cracking skulls.
Oh.
Dragon.
Kraken, there was some good stuff during the Xbox showcase that we saw. The rest of the week has been pretty tame.
What? Okay.
These look pleasant, these games.
Action horror would be the thing that
so
we
sick of
focused on
passwords
from the
anymore.
beginning with Killing Floor
Kraken,
3.
what's up, dude?
It's really about science gone
I can't
wrong.
remember
I mean, even,
passwords
like,
or
look at
anything,
this
and then
set,
I hate it when.
right? As a kid of the
Can you
80s
hate
and
it?
90s,
Does
I
anyone
just
experience this?
loved
You do a
the Dark
password.
Horse, Aliens,
It's like
and Predator
wrong
comics.
password,
There
wrong
were
password,
some
wrong
elements
password.
in there about
Then all of a sudden
trying
you go
to
change
create
password,
biological
and you
weapons
use that one,
set
said it didn't
in
work. I
the
said, "You've heard this is
thematically
your
dystopian
password."
themed world.
You
So
said
we
it
wanted
didn't
to
work.
tie that in. But from
Does anyone
Predator
else have
and
that
Aliens,
happen?
one of the things that you see the most
That
is
makes me
basically a group
extremely
of
annoyed.
well-trained badasses who have to use every single bullet, every single grenade, every single weapon to handle the things that they're being faced with, these kind of insurmountable odds. Those moments are what motivate us, and that's when Killing Floor is at its best.
There's just a combination of just so many small elements that we've improved over Killing Floor 2
I don't have time for this.
experience. We've increased the amount of Zeds that are in the world at one time, so the battle feels way more epic.
We knew we wanted Zeds to become more challenging. We're increasing how they get to you, how they damage you. So the cone of danger has essentially increased dramatically. Anywhere on screen Zeds can be, so I have to kind of keep my head on a swivel and really learn how to prioritize my targets. It's not essentially what's closest to me, but what can get to me faster, what's going to do more damage. It's just more ways to kind of amplify not only the action, but that horror element as well in KF3.
We have like very detailed hit detection system now, and you can blow off.
Oh
any
yeah.
round, every
So
bullet hole that
Kraken,
hits
but I
it
still
stays
have yet
there
to play Diablo
permanently,
4,
exactly where you burn
which I
the
want to
creatures,
play.
where you'll see its flesh
Just
burn.
telling
We
Kraken
actually
about this.
have
I haven't had
zones
anybody
where
play
you
it
can
with,
blow
so
limbs off, and they'll
Kraken,
keep
if you've been
fighting
playing, I would totally
it's
play.
not a critical spot.
So I need to play the game before the
Most of our Zeds
expansion.
have
But
somewhat
yeah,
of a critical zone on it. So certain
expansion
Zeds, like
looks
on his flesh
sketchy.
count, on his back, on his chest, they'll glow.
Touch that
You
freaking
shoot
rock
that,
or whatever
it'll
was
explode
going on in
off,
the expansion.
Expose like an inner critical zone that when you shoot will kind of deal the ultimate killing blow to that Zed. One thing
We got
that's
a lot
always
of cozy
felt
games
great in
going on
Killing
here,
Floor is
Paul.
shooting things in the head. We wanted there to be variety.
They're making me
when you
tired,
did
actually.
that. Their heads are made up of multiple meshes so that it can essentially open up and kind of randomizes what that head could look like. There is the opening shot of
Day of the Dead, where
It'd
there's
be
literally just
fun
a
to hear
massive
what
tongue
everybody's
and maybe like
quote-unquote
a few teeth
cozy
hanging
game
there.
is. Like,
We're very big horror
what I mean
fans.
by that
There's
is like,
kind of
what's your go-to
little
game
Easter
for where
eggs
you
to
just want to
everything. That
pick up
impact
something
and
real
that
quick and
feedback and that
relax?
variation makes shooting things in the head feel incredibly.
And I said, everyone, like we talked about yesterday, everybody's just different. There's times I played Dark Souls to relax, and
We
some
hope you
people that would
enjoyed that
stress the
exclusive
heck out
look
of
at Killing Floor 3. For more information, visit killingfloor3.com and wishlist now.
Oh, I do own it. I just have not opened it yet. But I just haven't had anybody to play with.
A nightmarishly gory game. I've already added it to my wish list, and look at this, Mika.
Oh.
I've also been in their Discord for 3 weeks.
Sean, that is
Oh,
the Discord
nice.
for Cleaning Floor 3, the mopping
I
simulator.
didn't know that about you, Krakus.
You
I
know,
know
was
you're a
kinda
Final
wondering why there was so
Fantasy
little chat about
7
killing Zeds
fan,
and
but
so
didn't
much
realize
about
that was your cozy
preventing
go-to.
streak
Pick
marks
you
on
up.
kitchen floors.
Pick
All
up.
right, let's leave Zeds
Whatever you wanna
behind
say.
because in our next
Yeah.
game, there is a different type
Oh,
of mob filling the
righty.
streets. Thousands of screaming sports fanatics. You can manage traffic, security, and logistics for athletes
do
and
not
fans
see
in
one.
football tycoon game Coppa City. Here's the world premiere trailer.
Oh, here we go.
This city is about to experience a football game that could be the
103.
greatest it has ever seen.
050.
You are responsible for how it will go down in history.
Yep.
Get ready to host the biggest clubs from all around the world. You will have to manage every single detail. Prepare for thousands of
Nice, Kraken. I thought that might be it. I didn't know it was that, or if it was that or Don't Starve, but I didn't know if Don't Starve didn't had a level of stress to it.
Safety is a top priority. It's all in your hands.
Dude, the Xbox show had some pretty good games. I don't know if you got a chance to watch some of them, Krakus, but I thought the new Doom looked awesome. It's called Doom: The Dark Ages. It almost looks like basically Doom taking place in like sort of a fantasy world, if that makes sense. Looked pretty awesome. Yeah, that's understandable. Yeah, it's weird. I think mine are the Souls games. I know it sounds shocking, but it's the most games that I just pick up and start playing.
Create a football fiesta. Coppa City 25, the first football tycoon.
I like it. Good choice. That's not how I wanted to do a plane flight. That's just me. Usually when I'm on a plane, I'm like headed towards a like vacation most cases, and I'm like excited, but I want to get in the zone, and I'll usually have like a show or a video game booted up. It's always an excuse. Jordan loves it too. It's an excuse to play a video game. Like so many times in life where like I feel like we gotta go do something like I gotta go mow the lawn, I gotta go water the plants, I gotta go wash my clothes, whatever it may be, I gotta finish up work. When you're on a plane, you're like, it's finally an excuse to be like, you know what? I had nothing else to do. I think I'll play a video game. It's awesome. It's great. Love the excuse. Sometimes I'll watch a movie. It has to be the right video game where you can only play about 2 hours. So. What's happening here? Yeah, that's pretty awesome, Mace. Those photos were sweet. I have no idea what's happening right now, guys. What is this little plant thing doing, grabbing flowers, and where's it going? Of course, Krakus. No, man. No. It's very possible.
Hey, Candy Narwhal! Dog with the face of the guy from the deli. Pinch Elfin Princess and Nightmare Clown.
What is going on?
You
to play awesome games in my own fantasy megaverse. I hope I never wake up.
Stay.
Bad clown. So what's up first? A little Halo capture the flag, or
Have a lovely picnic.
Sure.
Kat, we've been talking. You do know about PC Game Pass, right?
PC Game Pass? What's that?
It's a membership that lets PC players play new and immersive PC games.
Did you guys know about this?
Going to a PC gamer's dreamland. Only you're awake and he's not here.
She must work out.
Tell me all about it.
You'll get day one access to some of the biggest new releases, along with a curated library of PC
Wait, the dog
games.
human flies now? All you need is the feather in the ear? Impressive.
And it's crammed to the gunnels with exclusive member benefits and discounts. If I were human instead of a ripped dream elf, then I'd use it to try games and buy them for less. Huzzah! Sick! Can I play with my friends? Ask them yourself. Huzzah! Cool! Multiplayer!
Well, that's how I feel about every one of these. I don't usually have hope for any of that stuff. But it's fun to hope. You know, you never know. Sometimes you can get surprises.
Exclusive Riot Games benefits.
Thanks, guys. As soon as I wake up, I'm joining PC Game Pass. It's literally a dream come true. Better, even.
10th anniversary.
You know, it's not often I get to say this, but that terrifying clown and his admittedly cute friends really know what they're talking about.
Oh, they sure do, Mika.
It's a nice set.
PC Game Pass is a great way to try out tons of PC
It's a little
games
arcade
without
they got
having to
back
buy them
there.
at full price.
So true. Well, let's keep the show rolling with some more trailers.
Did you guys ever play Among Us? Someone tricked me. Ooh, hold on. Hold on, guys. We got something here. Co-op. Hold up. Hold up. Local co-op. Guys, my nipples kind of just got hard there, and that's a sign when you get a little bit of chills that you just saw something that looks kind of cool. Last Moon. That looked cool.
Strange scaffold, the studio behind El Paso elsewhere. We're making a covert revenge thriller FPS about a secret agent turns down one last job too many and gets hunted across the North American wilderness by the military-industrial complex. And I was like, hey, can I shoot this promo
that
here?
looked pretty
And they
fun
said,
to
well,
me.
it's Texas, of course we can hunt you. And I said, what?
Anyways, yeah, Among Us.
The one thing the games industry needs more than a corporation that gives a shit about
Someone
developers
just
Oh,
and their
said, hey,
programs
get on and play
is
Among Us with
wasp
us. I
slander.
didn't
Now,
even
I
know
could
anything
tell you
about it.
Strange Scaffold, the studio behind El Paso.
I get on. No one explains the rules, anything to me.
Anything out of this next trailer.
I'm just walking
I hope
around.
it's
I'm
not
like,
Wasp or
what the
Evil
freak am I
Bastard,
supposed to
the
do
Nation
right
of
now? I
Shots.
don't understand. So I'm going around. Apparently, I was the killer. I didn't even know, and then I just pressed the button, and then it just kills the person. But I did it in front of like 4 other people, and then everyone's just laughing afterwards. And then, of course, I'm just being an idiot. Like, guys, it's not what you think. Okay, that wasn't me. All right, I understand how it looked, but then, of course, after all that, I was like, was anyone gonna tell me how this game works? Ooh. What is he chucking at people's face?
Be careful what you wish for.
A way out. Okay. Okay.
Broken. Lost.
Did anyone catch the name of that last one? I just missed it.
Piece by piece. Night after night. They broke us once.
That's
but I
a
see
good
no
deal.
broken souls today. I see a people
Yeah, at least it was
carved
just
from
$1.
stone. And with this stone, we will rebuild.
I think one of the dumbest game purchases I
Coming up
made.
in the PC gaming show.
Big Call and Bloodborne. Wow, whatever that is looks entertaining. I can't think of the name, guys. They're like party games on the computer. Jack something? I don't know what. Jack Party? Does this ring a bell to anybody? Either way, they're like games you play. Like you'll play a drawing game with with some friends, stuff like that. Someone I got somehow talked into buying all packs of them. I don't even remember the cost. I haven't played them once.
This is nothing.
I swear that was almost like $200.
Our intel confirms enemy operators deployed.
Maybe exaggerate. Jackbox, thank you.
And it seems like those
haven't played any of
can
them.
be killed with
Just
light.
sitting there.
Keep your mission objective
That was
a
dumb.
priority, and I'll see you on the other side.
Could
Moving
be
out.
exaggerating the 200, but I swear it was something like $200. And I haven't played any of them. And I don't really have much desire to anymore either. Ooh. Oh yeah.
Was
Yeah,
another
he's a
issue.
YouTuber now.
Yeah. So that was another issue because
Excellent
then when he
work
tries
as
to
always,
start
Day9.
doing
What's
a
up,
recording and
everybody?
get the
I'm
camera set up,
Tasteless, and I am joined with
it's
David
remote
Kim
playing,
and
so it wants to
Artosis.
then just
Today we're
disconnect
going to be
because you've
talking
opened
to
a
you
new app.
about a very exciting new game.
It does work with
Battleace
PlayStation.
He got it.
A fast
Oh, did
action
it start working?
RTS.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Set it
let's
up
get
with
right into
PlayStation
it.
with them when we
So
do
this
that.
first building that
just-
see
You
right
missed a
here is
couple
my
really
core.
good games.
This is where
Yeah?
my units
Yes.
train out of.
You
And
should
also,
remember that
if I
part
lose
because
the
all
core,
three of those
then I
look
lose the
pretty
game.
awesome.
It seems like in this game you can expand like within seconds of it starting.
Do you
Is that
remember what
correct?
any of them were called?
Yeah, so right
They
when the
are,
game starts,
Mace.
You have enough resources
One's
to
called
either
Last Moon.
expand,
Last
tech,
Moon?
or build
Yes.
an army to attack with.
You know, something that we keep
Very
seeing
much
show up
kind
on
of like
the
a
screen
Chrono
right now
Trigger
is that intelligence
Zelda
bar. This is one of my
type
favorite
game,
things about
and it has
Battleaces,
local
where
co-op.
You can immediately see not
But
just your unit
I thought it
deck,
looked
but
very
your
entertaining.
opponents
Then
as
there was
well,
this
and
gun
start
game
strategizing from the get-go.
where like
For sure.
they're
And
throwing
not
some
only
at
that, I can
their
also
faces,
see the
catching it back.
precise, I guess,
Would
progress
shoot down
of my
bees'
opponent
nest
and
on
vice
top of
versa,
people.
too.
Very
So
fast
we can,
paced. It looked entertaining.
strategize very precisely in this game.
So with these unit decks, you can make
seen a lot
almost
of
any
this.
combination of units.
Like
How many
army
units exactly
building,
are in the game
like-
Battleaces right now.
Yeah, so we have 45 units planned for the closed beta, but we'll be adding new units every single season, so the possibilities of strategy will be endless.
Endless
Now, I
possibilities,
notice,
guys. And
here
that's what
on
we're
the
all about
intelligence
here.
bar, you can see you're teching up, your opponent is taking that faster third base, and I see you're playing like a very
Remember, we gotta stay hydrated
defensive,
out there.
tech-oriented game, whereas your opponent is playing a bit more fast-paced, right? Like he's running around, he's doing the attacking while you're doing the defending.
You do not need to
What
play any of the
can you
previous
tell us
ones,
about
but
the different types of
however,
strategies that can
don't
be used for
start
different
that until
players?
we do Exilia.
So in this specific game, I'm trying to show off a more
I think it's
easier
fair
way
to
to play.
I
So
think
you'll
it's fine to
notice
start
that I'm not really
Rise.
clicking all that
No?
much.
Rise is good.
So my basic strategy is
It is
in
good. He
tier
needs to play
one,
Exilia
I have these
first.
recall units
We gotta
that
start
can
this.
teleport back to any of my bases, making it a very easy defensive option. And I'm straight teching to king crabs that are very strong at harassing enemy bases and expansions.
Now, game timers and RTSs is not like a new thing, but what's interesting about this one is that this game counter is counting down. What's the story with
Are
that?
you a
Yeah, so we have a max game limit
ice
of
cold
10 minutes in this game.
water
So when
kind
the
of
timer
guy?
reaches
Are you a
0,
room
then
temperature
the
kind of
game
guy?
will end, and the
Interesting.
winning player is whoever has the
I'm
higher
a.
score.
I want ice,
Now, we
cold
noticed
water.
that the two king
type
crabs
of
here,
guy.
they seem to
Arise
be
is
on
a good one,
stealth
though. I'd
mission
say
here.
it's
It
the
seems like
second
they're
best
skirting the
Tales
bottom
game
of
I've
the
played.
map, maybe going
Really?
up for a little
Yeah.
bit
No,
of
because they have
harassment,
Exilia
a
and
little bit
Exilia
of,
one.
They're the
counterattacking.
same game.
Yeah, for sure. So
They go together. You have to
so
play
that I can
both
take
to
down one of
understand
these
everything.
bases, hopefully. And
But
It definitely
while
looks like
playing
they're
a-
The
besides that.
Tales
The
games
enemy noticed that, and because
are
he
all
can't, he was kind of off position.
are all
that's why he
separate,
went
so
all
you
in
don't
on
have to
my
play any of them before
Yeah,
you
it
play
looks like
another
he
one,
will
other
end
than
up coming off
Exilia
your
1
third
and
base
2,
here.
obviously, because
And
they're
in
1
fact
and
brings
2.
in a
There are
huge
some things
army,
like
but it looks
Tales
like
of
he will defend,
Vesperia and Tales of
unfortunately losing that third
Berseria
base.
apparently are
Yeah, but
connected,
I do have a bigger
but-
army,
Vesperia's
and
pretty
I
good.
was able to
but
save
you
those
don't
2 to 2
have
crabs and
to-
bring them back. So I'm
you
feeling
don't
pretty
have
good
to
about
play
this
either one to
massive
understand the
attack
other. They're just
Yeah, it looks like you're pushing
in the
forward,
same
and
world
that is
from
a
what I
very scary
understand.
army with that many king
I've
crabs.
played
Let's see
parts
how
of
you end up
both, and it's
doing.
weird
It does
because
look like it's going
Berseria
to
is
end up being a
considered by
rout,
many
even
to be
taking
one
down
of
his
the
flying
best.
units there.
And
Looks like you've done a great job
Zestiria
at this
is
game,
considered to
David,
be
and,
like the worst.
You know, I gotta
by
say, guys, I've
almost
played a
everybody.
lot
Yeah.
of Battleaces.
They are.
and if
It's
you
weird
want
that
It
they're,
wasn't
they're
bad,
both
but
considered.
yeah.
They're both like part of the
expression
same
available,
world.
Check it out at playbattleaces.com.
All right, we're gonna probably
And
take
we'll
it or
be
leave
starting our
it.
beta very soon, in a few weeks. So
I don't
please
even
make
know if
sure
that's
to
what you
sign
caught.
up for the
But either
beta
way,
while you're
would you
there.
take Tales of
And
Exilia?
be sure to wish
Tales
list
of
it on
Arise.
Steam. Thank you so much for joining us. That's all the time we
All right.
have. Day
Xenoblade
9,
Chronicles
back to you.
2 or Tales of Exilia?
That's a hard
That
one.
is really
a much
tough.
harder one.
Maybe I went too hard too fast. Scarlet Nexus, Tales of Exilia.
My literal brother that refers to me.
So
by my
it
internet
is
moniker.
up there as one of your best JRPGs.
Yeah.
Frankie told us there'd be a
Yeah,
lot
that's
of great new
I agree with
strategy games
that.
in
I mean,
our show,
the
and
thing
Frankie's
is,
right. There has
loved
never
the
been
battle
a better
system of
time
Scarlet
to be a
Nexus.
PC
The
gamer
Tales of Exilia's
and
story is
an
just too
RTS
good.
fan. And with the lightning fast action of its 1v1 and
it
2v2
sticks with you.
modes,
Wow, we're
Battle
half and
Royale is
half.
a big reason why.
I'm ice
Next
cold.
up,
Oh, you
Citizen
like
Sleeper
cold but not
2.
ice cold. I see, but not ice.
The thing is, so
I'm ice cold. Ice cold.
Mind,
Scarlet Nexus, while it was a great game and had incredible
world of a malfunctioning
gameplay and
housing
like
the digitized
a battle,
consciousness of
like
a
great
human
battle
being
system.
can be treacherous existence at the best.
I was supposed to introduce
I
that
just
trailer.
recently
Me,
played it.
Mika, and then he just swoops in and steals it. Ho, you
I just
made a
recently played
powerful enemy that they
I just
fought.
recently played
Mika's everything okay?
Scarlet Nexus within the last like year and a half
Uh-huh.
or so.
As I was
And I
saying,
still, even now, I'm trying to remember. I remember kind of the overall story, but I don't remember like that many specific details. I feel like I remember a lot of stuff about Exilia, and I haven't played that in like 7 or 8 years.
I know. It sticks with you.
Yes.
003.
That's when you know it's good.
Yeah, it really does stick with you.
You got it, Sean.
Man, I'm trying to think
Sorry,
what
I
else.
Just, I really wanted to introduce the trailer. I'm like the TTRPG
Man,
girl.
so it's up there with maybe your top 3 JRPGs?
Like, it's without question.
JRPGs, not
Without
just
question.
Yeah.
If it was on Steam,
I would already own it too.
I would
easily.
download it right now, and that's what I would be
Where are
playing
my vengeful
when I go
thoughts?
out of town this next week, and I'm gonna be sitting in a hotel
All
or
right, well,
on the beach.
play that, I guess.
You know,
Well,
this
as I was saying,
this trip was originally. This isn't what's gonna happen. I can probably guarantee this isn't gonna happen. When this trip was originally talked about between me and my wife, it was supposed to be kind of a girls' trip.
Well, in all of its
But
uninterrupted
since she's pregnant,
glory,
she didn't want to go
here's
alone.
our first ever look at the gameplay
There was talks
in
of
Citizen
this,
Sleeper
like,
2,
well, I can
which I
leave
got
you
to
guys
announce and not
alone,
Sean.
so it's still as a girls' trip.
That's what
For
you
her-
wanted.
A little bit.
Wake up, sleeper.
I like the sales pitch.
Yeah, like
Lane's closing in.
I would love
Contract
to
go
sit
right.
in the room and play
Nothing's
games
gone
the
right so
entire
far.
week. That would be ideal to me. No, Exilia is stuck on PS3,
Gave us was trouble from the start.
Yep.
which is really annoying.
I already have, I think, 3 copies that I've gotten so far. That some are lost. Guys, my son, I remember when he only drinks water, really. I mean, I guess sometimes he'll take a sip of random stuff, but I'm talking about this would be random. Like Lemon Try your Lemonade happened one time in 1 year.
Secured the contract.
He only drinks water. That's all he wants.
How about Nia?
But when he was very young, I had ice water sitting there, and he took a sip, and he was like, and ever since then, he cannot even drink water unless there's ice in it.
Tough as hell.
That's a problem.
Yeah, which is why we always have that cup too. But and also he has to have a special cup because of his reflux. But yeah, oh yeah, he loves that ice water.
The belt is wide, sleeper.
New Tales of Exilia is so good.
Whatever comes at us next, just remember.
I was really trying to put
Nothing in the
Jordan
belt
through this
ever
thought
runs
process, but I almost feel like if you did a top 5 JRPGs, would you say that
RPCS3 emulator?
whoa, I want that.
I might need to figure that out.
I want to play it. Man, I forgot about how great the cutscenes look. So good, man.
How difficult? How hard is it to get the simulator going on a Steam Deck? I mean, they clearly did it, but sometimes you start one of these processes and it is not fun. It seems like it's running well.
I think you'd put that in your top 3 JRPGs. Or, sorry, top 5 at least.
Yeah.
Because I just thought of some for you. You have Persona 4 Golden, Final Fantasy 7.
Well, we're on a cutscene. That's very likely locked. That's understandable.
Create your own maps. Share them.
Gameplay seems to be running consistently at 30, and I'm totally fine with that.
Is that 1 or 2 that they're showing?
1. They're clearly choosing Mila to play.
Uh-huh.
First. That was another thing. You can play the first one twice, and they're different stories.
Kind of.
A little
perspective.
bit. A little bit.
Yep.
Is that a lightsaber?
Sure did sound like it. Everybody had a lightsaber as a kid, right? Like a fake one. Whether it was a fake lightsaber or you just picked up a stick and acted like it was one. You gotta give Star Wars credit for that.
Okay, well.
What's happening right now?
I don't know, but I'm now like.
We're talking about the game Tales of Exile and how awesome it is, but then now I'm watching, trying to understand what this game is. Space Agent 14. That looks interesting. I like the humor. Huh? Are you gonna do it?
I'm trying to figure
Wish
out
you
how
could
they
keep did track of all the games you're seeing on the PC Gaming Show.
That is the game.
Well,
That's a game I would
exactly
love
what
to be
Wishlist
playing.
are for. The PC Gaming Show Steam page is a one-stop shop where you can fill up your wish list with every single game we're featuring on our show.
RPC
Make it quick though.
S3.
We've got an unbeatable trailer coming up. That's no exaggeration. It really is unbeatable.
I think this would work better on an Asus Ally. Steam Deck can be kind of weird.
With emulation or what?
Well, just getting it to work because a lot of them are just made for Windows, so makes me wonder.
Who's this?
I don't know.
Is it a band game?
Girl band RPG.
Wait, but no, now she's being decrepit. Wait.
Yeah. It's Sarah Pilgrim.
Hadouken. Sarah. Does it beat him up? Yes, it is. Oh, it's a rhythm beat him up. Right?
Maybe.
Show me more.
I mean, this is giving some serious Scott Pilgrim feels right here with like the band.
I'm just a sucker for good art, and I'm digging the art style. Oh, okay. See that? She was grinding on the railroad. What's their name? Unbeatable? That's gonna be kind of easy to remember. Game where music is illegal. Oh. Interesting. Are you gonna write that down? Yeah, that was intriguing.
That is kind of intriguing.
I think we got one here. Oh, okay. Liking this too now. Please tell me this has co-op.
Oh, I think this thing is specifically a Steam Deck.
Oh, nice.
Emulator.
Odin Must Fall. Is it co-op? I think just showed two people playing. Play the demo now? That looks cool. They're showing some good games right now. Good looking games, I should say. I liked Xenoblade Chronicles 2 a lot. I'd put it in my top 5, but I don't know what I'd put ahead of it outside of Final Fantasy 7. Yeah. You need to play Persona 4 Golden all the way. That'll get up there. Dude, Dragon Quest was really good. I don't know why I keep forgetting which the last one out was. Is that 11? Right? They announced 12, right? What was the last Dragon Quest that came out? I don't even know what number it was anymore. 11? 12? No, not 12, right?
Yeah, I don't even remember which was
I
the
know.
one we, like,
I know. Was it 11? And I think they announced 12?
I don't know.
Rise to the challenge. It was good, though. Feral. I don't know if you heard me yesterday. 11. Thank you. It was very good. I don't know if you played that, by the way, Feral. Maybe we already talked about this. Sorry if so. Feral, did you have a GameCube back in the day? And did you hook up your Game Boy SP to it to play Crystal Chronicles? Just curious.
That is a double shot of exciting.
It was such an interesting thing that they did with that, and I also remember getting shocked.
Stick shooters Odenfall coming.
You're just like, this is kind of cool. That was like
Mika,
one of the only purposes for doing that.
Game, and it's so exciting.
Like encouraging 4 SPs being hooked up to your console.
Okay.
It's hard to think of a better combination than the team behind the gloriously gory medieval warfare slasher.
That was their idea
and this
from the
classic zombie
GameCube.
survival horror game that started out as a mod for Half-Life 2.
To your GameCube.
Brace yourself for 8-player co-op, permadeath, and the terrifying cinematic experience.
Nintendo's always done some weird stuff.
Oh yeah.
So let's take a look.
It was spinning the works for a while.
Yeah,
that idea that they're trying to have the 2 screens.
But I just stood up.
No More Than Hell 2 is a permadeath horror co-op game.
You start with a flashlight with no weapons, and you're exploring in the dark, and you're trying to find your first friend and your first weapons to get some safety.
You find more gear, you find more people. It's suddenly 4 players, 6 players, 8 players, up to that final showdown at the power plant, where hordes of zombies are pouring in and are using explosives and assault rifles to overcome that final challenge.
Like with Chivalry, combat is the first.
Oh,
thing
interesting.
Torn banner. We want that game feel.
Yeah, I mean, it was hilarious. Just hooking up your Game Boy Advance to the GameCube to play Crystal Chronicles, and then getting randomly shocked. And I found out from looking up that that was a pretty normal occurrence, getting some shock from your hooking up your Game Boy Advance.
I actually think I've already. Well, I did it on the other Steam Deck. I mean, there's quite a few steps.
You got it. You'd think about how happy you'd be though playing that on the plane.
Yeah.
Cocaine Bear, the video game. Remember that video game or that movie?
Did you ever see that movie?
Nothing. It wasn't terrible. Picture of someone's walking, like you know when someone actually shocks you from static electricity. That kind of a shock. It's pretty good, Mace. It's a very long game though, but it is very good. Definitely static shock. Wishlist now. What's happening? Oh, getting the gas mask on. Oh no, watch out for the... Gotta watch out for those dogs when you put on your gas mask. Yeah, oh yeah. Very entertaining shock. It adds a little bit extra level of excitement. It's almost like haptic feedback, you know what I mean? Well, it wasn't supposed to, that was definitely an accident, but that, just look at it that way. Retro theme games. Did you get to see the game called Last Moon? Farrell, because if not, go look it up. By the way, I did go look up the game you recommended. It was either you or Rando recommended it after stream. The Tensu... I don't remember how to even say it.
Mace.
But it looked awesome.
Mace, just do it. Rescue Yukiko. Because I feel like that's where it is. That's where it really gets crazy.
It gets
Once
really
you rescue
good after
Yukiko,
that.
it's almost impossible to stop playing the game.
At least for us. I couldn't put it down after that.
I had like 10-hour gaming sessions from that point on. Can't do that anymore because I'm married
Sure you
and have
can.
kids.
Sure you can. Remember, a good game is a game you make time for. Isn't that weird? It's true. That's true, though.
Yeah.
You know how you're like, I don't have time for this. Then all of a sudden Rebirth comes out. Then you'll make it 100 hours.
Yeah, but I still didn't.
I know, it was a
I
struggle.
still didn't have as long of gaming sessions. Like,
Yeah.
I beat Persona 4 Golden in like a week or
This looks
less.
cool, by the way. Look at this.
Uh-huh.
Is it a race? Because that would be... It is. This is awesome. This is like F-Zero, but you're running.
It's like a Tron racing game.
Parkour. That's not really parkour. You're jumping off of walls and stuff, though, and grinding and sliding. This looks fun.
I think it was Last Moon.
Yeah, Last Moon. Or maybe... I think it's Last. Could be wrong. Death Sprint. If we got a party of that to do that together, that might be fun. Ooh, you got to watch your step. It's a doozy. Ned Ryerson.
Gore meets parkour in Death Sprint 66. And here I thought the worst thing that could happen while jogging is jogging. Now,
Otherwise
you've
known
heard
as
motorbikes,
jogging.
motorboats, but how about motor brooms? In Crescent County, you can escape to a beautiful and wholesome island of witches, where you don't just fly around
Wholesome
on
island.
boring old wooden brooms. You suit
Wholesome.
them up, trick
These-
them
these
out,
are good
use
ones.
them for drifting,
These
racing,
ones are nice.
These aren't the bad
running
witches.
high-speed delivery service.
This
Let's
is a
take
real
visit to
witchcraft.
Crescent County.
They're not crazy, or are they? Did he say coat? What word did he say? This is not at all what I was expecting.
Nope, me either.
Are these motorcycle brooms?
Maybe. I mean, Harry
love
Potter
it.
kind of went that route. I mean, they weren't actually like...
Bing!
Didn't have motors. Well, but there was like different models.
True. Wow, I like it. Come on. Shoot. Okay.
Do you feel like they wanted to make a Star Wars speeder game? It was like, I mean, Disney's not going to let us do that, so
do which brooms?
we'll say they're brooms.
There's been a lot of missed opportunities with Star Wars racers they could have done.
Uh-huh.
Man, I want to play SSX. Tricky. Tricky. Yeah. I like it. I thought the fact that Last Moon also has co-op is pretty cool. And then they did another like kind of retro style shooter after that I looked fun to me, but I didn't catch the name.
And now I'm beyond lucky to be joined by Crescent County's creative director, Anna Hollenreich. Anna, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me. I am so excited to be here.
Now, that was a lovely trailer, and I'd love if you could just walk us through a little more of what we just saw.
It's kind of if you imagine Kiki's Delivery Service meets the Bikes of Kira, set on a rural witch tech island. It's a game about finding yourself kind of as a proto-adult, and I'm really interested in this.
I would have
question of how
never
do you
pictured
find
calling that
confidence
game a
these
game that
days?
you're
How
finding
does
yourself.
a place become yours? By day, you're driving around the island, making deliveries to the locals, and then by night, you're racing around the island with the characters that you've befriended
Wow.
along the way.
Picture
or,
pizza
I don't know,
delivery
maybe you
guy,
want to get
but
one
at
of the characters
night,
you
But his
date.
car,
street
Maybe
racer.
they
Yeah,
do,
his
because they have
car is
self-respect.
also really good in street racing.
Which we might have just had a video game idea. Streets closed, pizza boy. Like he could actually call you pizza boy because that is your job during the day.
And they make fun of you, but he's actually the best driver
Yeah,
there is.
that.
This might be a good movie.
It
too.
is.
Games job where I moved to the Isle of Wight.
That's what they call him.
They'll just call him Pizza Boy.
Yeah.
I couldn't stop drawing it. I was going to Comic-Cons. I was
All right, guys. Now we're gonna start busting out our Fast and Furious references. We always do.
But I knew that
What's
if
the
I
one?
didn't launch
Oh yeah,
myself
I'm
after
not
the
talking to you, me. I'm talking to the punk.
taking this big leap.
And once you're done, put on your favorite dress because once you're done putting you out the streets.
So this is a delivery life sim game, right? But it's also got
Do you see any
underdevelopment
engines,
for
Ted?
Street
No.
Racer, get it?
No
I
engines?
really
No.
love genre mashups. I think that they're so interesting.
It's an amazing
and
machine.
I love making worlds that feel warm and lived in and loved, where people feel
You never had me.
relaxed
You
and
never
safe.
had your
But
car.
Also, if you want to amp things up, you can trick out
Go-
your
go
motor
watch the
room
first
to the
Fast
point
and
where you're
Furious.
almost flying and smash into
I know
your
that
friends
makes it
with all
sound
your
dumb, but
powers.
it's got some great lines.
Yeah.
We're really interested
Been so
in
long since I've seen
making
any
it
Fast and
feel
Furious.
very
I think I like.
relaxing to drive
I think I
around,
saw
but
the first
also
two like
hiding all of
as they
these
came out. I
little
think maybe with you and
shortcuts
Victor.
and jumps.
And I don't think I've seen
buildings
any
all
of
over
them
the
since
place
then.
so that it can be just as intense and chaotic
Yeah.
sometimes as well.
Where can everyone get their hands on Crescent County?
You said we were going to make a video game. This is it.
It's a bit of my
Pizza
heart
No
and
Pizza
my
Boy.
soul,
She's
and
closed.
if it
That's just the
interests
name
you,
they call him.
please add it to
Pizza
your
Boy.
list.
It's kind of like Drive.
Monica.
Kind of like the
Crescent County
movie
looks
Drive in a way.
amazing,
Like
Sean, and it is just
all you ever
oozing
know is that
with
they call him
charm.
Pizza Boy.
I'm definitely
Yeah.
making room for it at the top of my wish.
I've just now realized
It's like-
every voice I'm
You
doing
wanna
sounds
wish
the
with
same.
Crescent County
It's like
and all
a
the other great
like a
games
Drive
you've seen on
John
our show
Wick
today. They're
mashup.
all
Like
located
they all
in
think
one
he's just
place.
this pizza
The
delivery
PC
guy, but they
gaming
just
show
really
is
shouldn't have messed with him.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's time to put the brooms
And-
away
and
as
on the
we take
streets.
a look
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
some other women
Streets
who
closed.
have
Monica. Streets closed. It sounds the same, doesn't it? They are bad. Whoa. This music. Okay. I like it.
And then it turns into a real ship.
You know, it'd be fun
Huh.
to put a. You know how you always see these movies where you put a jar in the ocean with like something inside and it floats and goes somewhere? It'd be fun to do that and put like a camera in there and find out what happens to this jar
Yeah.
thing, like the journey.
To have a
that
good
it
battery
takes.
in that camera.
You would have to have a really good battery in that camera, or just put a tracking thing in there to see where it winds up. You are in my good graces, but you ain't keeping your car.
My name is Sam Walker, and I am the last man standing.
Oh. I didn't know that.
I steel myself for
Speaking
what's
of
to
Last
come.
Man Standing, you guys should watch
Last Man on Earth.
Earth. 'cause
There
it's
is actually a
pretty
movie.
Great.
There actually is a show called
That's
Last
true.
Man Standing.
But
as
I'm
well,
talking
they're not the
about
same
the
thing.
Last Man on Earth
with Will Forte.
It's pretty great.
My wife and I just watched it again. We just finished all of it.
Heat is off.
It's so good.
What are you saying? I can't. Oh yeah. I got the shrimp. Whoa. G.I. Joe Fighter? I don't know if I saw this yet. I think I heard about it. So hold on, we got a G.I. Joe, beat 'em up, and
Power
a
Rangers?
Power Rangers. We need an X-Men. Wrath of the Cobra. Here we go, Farrell. We're getting into some stuff here now. What was that? Help Lily find her sister. She's not hiding in the pumpkins. Those bees? Jump. Jump.
Or maybe she went under it.
I think you're right. I've seen the way you drive. You got a heavy foot. Look, dude, but the whole Ted part's still my favorite part. Do you see what's wrong with it? You see anything wrong with it? No. Do you see any engines in there, Ted? No. I gotta show you that part, Jordan. It's probably one of the worst acting jobs I've ever seen on a movie.
Really, the worst?
It might be. It just sticks out every time I see the movie how bad it is. That's the only thing. That's the only thing the guy says the whole movie. Ted, see anything wrong here? No. All right, Brett's gonna go all out on these quotes. It's not how you stand by your car. It's how you race your car. You better learn that. That'd be great to just be like, I don't race cars. Oh, well, in that case. What I'm saying is I paid for it. I guess that makes sense. That's your car then.
And find your voice, for it is the sound of the instrument that soothes your father.
But I don't know where to go, where to search for it.
This really is supposed to be 5 hours, by the way.
I know. They said 2.
No, they said 2
No,
times.
it's 40 more minutes.
2 times 5 is what
2
they said.
times. Oh, so 10.
That'd be a great way to just trick people into shows. No, we didn't say 2. We said 2 times. There were some good-looking ones in there. Oh yeah.
Cats. Cat Quest 3.
Be honest. Did you know there was one or two Cat Quests?
I actually feel like I have heard of Cat Quest before.
I feel like I have, but I don't know if I have.
Yeah, but it wasn't like something I remembered.
Or is it just that I've heard so many Quest games that I forgot?
Yeah.
I always feel like your cats are on a quest every day. They're always doing something.
Cats do things. They got busy lives. They also don't. They also sleep a lot.
They do sleep a lot.
Still need to play Costume Quest. I think we should definitely do that this year around Halloween. Should have a Costume Quest stream.
I concur. And an Until Dawn stream just because the game's so freaking awesome. Is it good?
I feel like you would have to have a lot of good,
my
like,
name's Nicole
funny
Heat,
cat
and
jokes
I'm working
and
with
stuff in there,
Muriel
right?
and Devolver Digital to make the world's first thirst-person shooter, The Crush House. So in the game, you've been hired to produce 1999's hottest reality show, and your job is to choose the cast.
They got me at
film the
first. I was
drama,
like,
and
what's a
give the audience
thirst-person
what they are
shooter?
thirsting for. But remember,
Yep.
never, ever speak to the talent. Anyway, all the different audience groups want to see
Oh,
different
no.
things, so let's see who's tuning in today. All right, we've got the
Don't forget-
divorce
don't forget
dads.
the-
They want to see bromances, meat on the grill, strong male emotions. You know.
Why don't you
divorce
go
dads.
get yourself
And
a-
the fish freaks are here. We've earned money.
I don't
from
remember the
ads,
exact
so
line.
let's put some fish in
Whatever
there.
sandwich you
This
can
is
get it for
normal
whatever,
for
whatever. Then he's just
And
like, I like
the
the
film
tuna
students are
here.
watching, and they wanna see all the set
Bullshit.
of
No one
Dr.
likes the tuna here.
Hold on. But
You know what
guys
I'm
in
talking
the
about?
chat, let's see what they have to say. Pants
It was
are
bullshit,
prison
too
for
close to the
the
real.
ass.
We could do a Costume
You know,
Quest
if
stream.
we
It says
combo all the
first one is
different
around
things
5
that they wanna
hours,
see
second
in
one's around
frame
6
together,
hours.
the
Like to
ratings
beat
will
the
go
whole
up
game, like
even
the
more.
whole story of
Chat
the game.
is loving it, and
Okay, yeah,
no matter
that's easy.
how crazy
Yeah.
the
That's
audience
real easy.
requests are, we have to satisfy them, or else the show.
Be honest
will
with
be
me. This is not a joke question.
Okay.
If you went to Las Vegas, is there any chance,
don't worry
no
if
matter
things
what,
do go wrong.
out of all
This
the good
is
restaurants
reality
there, that
TV
you're going to
after
end
all.
up with
Just
a
pick a
egg
new
salad
cast, start the season over,
sandwich
and maybe this
Is what I
time
choose?
we'll make
or
it
a
to the
tuna
series
fish
finale
sandwich?
No,
of The
absolutely
Crush
not.
House.
to have as your midnight treat?
No.
Out of all the restaurants
No,
there.
definitely not. Why, is there supposed to be some really good one at somewhere that...
Would you pay $10 for a bag of Doritos?
No.
Yeah. We made some bad choices our
Yeah.
first trip.
Yeah.
We laugh at how terrible we planned our first Evo trip.
Yeah.
Like one night we're like, let's just go get some snacks. Why out of Vegas that all these places are open did we go get an egg salad and tuna fish sandwich out of this little shop out of all the places we
That
could
sounds
went?
disgusting.
It was disgusting. We were keep making fun of it.
That
At
point,
least I'm feeling it.
at that point, I feel like I would have just DoorDashed something that I knew was good. You know?
Exactly, Jordan. I discovered that 2 weeks later, or yeah, a month later. What is happening here? I like this. I want to high five a cow. Oh,
This is High Five Quest. Go Town.
Can I tell you something that freaked me out as a kid? I used to always go explore through my woods. What? And this one time, we're exploring through the woods. All this, it's pretty thick trees. Like when we went to go film The Quarry, that way. The trailer part.
Yeah.
It was that way. All of a sudden, like, I get through these trees, and it's literally like a herd of cows just staring at me. Like, they're all just like, and I just was kind of, slowly backed up. It's like, I'm just going to go home. They didn't look like they were there to just be friendly. Kind of just
Cows
like
are
they looked like they were
typically-
gangster cows almost. Like one was smoking a cigarette.
Oh, well.
Yeah, like it was like.
And cows, for the most part, usually run away from people. They're like.
One had a gun and he pointed and he was like this. I was like, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Get out of here. Go to the Heart Attack Grill. Is that a real place in Vegas? I have a list of places I want to go.
Star Trucker. We should tell, what's his name?
I'll get it. First one to get it wins.
Coming up in the PC gaming show.
Jason.
No,
Jason?
No, it was Jason.
Tyson.
No. Ty.
Ty.
The Ty, right? Yeah.
Was it? You're not far off, which, by the way, I would love to play that game. It used to be one of the best racing games at the arcade. I used to play it at AMC, dude. They used to have arcades there.
Wait for a big release to arrive.
Talk about an awesome
This particular
arcade.
download
If
has
you guys
been
ever
queuing
played
for
it, it actually had a
months.
story
But
plot
fans of extraction
to the
shooters,
cars.
and I'm talking
It
about
gave you
the
a
extraction
card.
shooter, the one that kicked off an entirely new
it's a good
genre,
game.
don't have
It's
much
like an
longer to
anime
wait.
racing game
Multiplayer
at the
FPS
arcade.
Escape from Tarkov
Had a
has
card that
been
would
in
like
beta
save your
since
data on it.
2017, but is now
You
preparing
race
for
and
its
have
heralded
dialogue.
1.0 release.
Really?
Gosh, that was
Here's a look at
awesome.
what's
Who
coming when
remembers
the
this?
granddaddy of extraction shooters goes gold.
Where are you at, Aaron? I need you right now just to relive this. Aaron Kelly would know what I'm talking about.
Давненько не заходил. Куда пропадал-то?
Sure. Watch your mouth.
Так ты на
Dragon
арену
Gamer, what's
подался,
going down,
но
man?
Всё равно вернулся, да? Чемпион.
Speaking of Doom, Dark Ages looks freaking awesome.
Ну и у нас тут жизнь.
That's on my for sure purchase list of things we saw. Because there's a lot of games that I saw that I was like, yeah, I want to purchase that, but you know, you need to know more. I don't need to know any more about that one. That's an actual for sure purchase.
И пока неизвестно, чем все это закончится.
See, I feel like right now, Jordan, you're having the feeling like I've seen this game before. Right?
Yep.
This feels too much like other ones to
Yep,
you.
exactly.
And I get that.
Похоже, придется
Because
тебе
I feel that
снова
way right now about
показать,
this.
чего ты стоишь, боец.
I think that's Jordan's problem with some first-person shooters. He just feels like it's the same game.
It is. It almost always is.
I can understand now a little bit where he's coming from. It's like watching this. Like, yeah, that doesn't do it for me because it feels just like...
Может, у тебя и получится сбежать.
I think
Really?
the other thing that hurts it is that you can't see your main character. Where like you said something about like, well, couldn't you say the same about every third-person shooter? And I was saying, not exactly, because I feel like every trailer you see for a third-person shooter style game, like you could even say,
I see what you're saying.
You could
it
even
could be the same person.
you, like, I mean, you could even
Here
say,
it is.
oh yeah, this was cool
Guys,
looking.
this looked awesome. The two-player. It's basically a race. What was the name of this?
I don't know.
Farrell, did you see this? Because it looked awesome. Basically, the floor can break from your jump spots. Oh man, the music. I just don't... How is it that retro music is so much better than modern? What is it?
I mean, most of the time it is instruments that they've changed the bit rate to.
I know, that's what's crazy.
Splody.
Splody? You need to write that down. That's a for sure get. We saw this one on the Xbox showcase, yeah. Help is on the way, dear. Oh, hello, Mrs. Doubtfire. Spooky. Daniel, why are you dressed up like a woman? You should watch that on the plane. Mrs. Doubtfire. I think my favorite line from that is actually when the guy tries to steal the purse. And he's like, beat it! And afterwards he's like, we broke my back, that's nasty. I love it.
Come and get it.
I was just thinking about Time Splitters today and how I want to go purchase that on GameCube. I agree with that.
First-person shooters. Blue Dot.
Hey, Doom?
No, I'm thinking. Okay, no, I'm thinking Blue Point.
Doom looks different. Will you say that? Doom looked different.
It did look different.
Yeah.
They did. They made it look different enough that when that trailer started, me and you both were like, "Oh, this is something different."
I can do a great impression of a hot dog. You remember that? He just goes like this. Like, that's what happens with Mrs. Doubtfire. He's like he's trying to talk to that lady about I don't even remember what it is. I don't remember. It's to make sure his house is like appropriate for kids to be over there or something. I don't remember what it is, but they're interviewing him. Commercial Doubtfire. Mr. Sprinkles. You're not gonna put that on your wish list, are you?
Probably not.
There's not even a probably. You're not. Nope. I'm not gonna put it on my wish list.
Nope, I'm not.
we were intrigued by this because of the name. You throw a mullet in the name.
Mullet Mad Jack, yeah.
Yeah, and your character has a mullet. You might get a purchase. You know what I mean?
And this is kind of first-person shooter-ish, but it looks different and interesting enough that like.
Ooh, headshot.
It definitely seems like something different. It's not just the same.
Okay, boss. Roger. To take care of our bud.
That Fallen Aces looked good. Yeah. For sure. The enemies, the setting.
This game blows your mind.
I agree, Mace. You are correct. The new Doom looked awesome, though. And so did whatever 33. Exceptional?
Sean, I am sad to
Something
say
33?
that we're
Something like that.
miles
Something
away from
33.
the end of our show.
Yeah, it looked awesome.
Was it Exception?
Already?
Expedition.
Sean, are you about to yell no and dramatically wave your
Expedition?
fist?
Expedition.
No,
I was
thought
way
gonna
off.
sneeze. Anyways, as you were saying.
Right. Well, we don't have much left in the show, so it's time to.
What, Wolfenstein
Sorry,
was
turns
the head of
I am allergic
what?
to shows
Doom?
nearing conclusion.
Yeah.
Well, as I was saying, it is
That
time
makes
to
sense.
share something very special. We are living in a golden age of city builders, and there's something
just,
out there for everyone.
Yeah, I know what
Strategy,
you mean, though.
survival,
You
puzzle
just wanna
games,
have something
co-op.
different.
There are even some really great, cozy, no-stress city builders.
There are
And
too
it's
many
true.
games that look like
Even
they're
with all the
trying
city
to be
builders
Call
I
of Duty,
play,
I guess,
I
is
can
what it
honestly say
is.
that we've never seen one quite like this.
Bobby
Some
Broadway,
very
what's
talented
going
team
on,
of
man?
Developers who made games like Mark of the Ninja and Gone Home. Let's watch the world premiere.
Good old
of
space
Generation
truckers.
Exile.
We were literally just talking about this guy that has like a whole
Our
truck
generation
gaming
ship
rig in his
was to travel
basement.
hundreds
It's
of years
incredible.
across the stars so we could build a new world for humanity. We had tried to restore Earth's ravaged ecology. The desperate solution nearly wiped
They
us
showed a
out
couple.
instead.
This game,
it's on a
Last
ship.
Moon, looked kind of cool,
It's
like a
growing.
retro style.
There are only a few
Had
thousand
co-op
of us
to
left,
it,
and we cannot
there was
repeat the past.
I really wish I remember the name.
In our ship's
It was like an
closed
arcade-style
ecosystem,
shooter where it
resources
had
are
different
finite.
characters.
Nothing can go to
One
waste.
looked like an
Every
elf.
bit of
They had
scrap
giant,
needs to
like,
be
Gatling
salvaged,
guns.
reclaimed, and
I
repurposed
didn't catch
into
the
what
name.
we
I'm gonna
need
watch
to
it back though.
survive.
Should have wish listed it.
Materials, food, water,
Bobby!
air. We might not always work well with each other. We might
There is a lot of
struggle, we might
third-person
stumble,
samurai
but we
games
are
coming
all
out.
we
I'm getting a little
have.
confused because every time
As
I
we're
think
building a balanced ecosystem,
we're seeing something
years
from
will go
Ghost of
by like
Tsushima,
minutes. We
and
must
then I'm
adapt
like,
to each
oh
other
no, that's
and
Rise
to
of the Ronin. And I was
unknown.
like, nope, it's not any of those. It's
We're
another
not
one.
just learning to
And
build
then I
a
see another
sustainable
one. I'm like,
future.
oh, that was the other one that
Everyone
wasn't
on
either
board
of
is
those
living
two,
their
and then it's a
own
different one
story.
still.
You know,
And
yeah.
your
Like,
You want
there's a
to
lot
will be
lately.
You know what's
different
weird
from
about
mine.
that?
Can
I'm
you
a
escape
massive
the
setting
mistakes
of
that
the
drove us from
samurai
our
person, and now
Because every
I'm
decision
burnt
we
out.
make
Like
now
that, I've seen so many. That
determine if
Neo,
humanity
Ghost of
earns a
Tsushima,
second chance.
Sekiro. Then they just had that new one that just came in. I can't remember
Rise of the
name.
Ronin.
Rise of the Ronin. Sorry, you just said it. Rise of the Ronin. and now they just showed another one yesterday. I can't think of the name, but it's
no, it looked like it was there. Well, yes, there was another one, and then there was one today. I think you're upstairs. That looked like it was about to be another one, and then it was the new Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, the new Assassin's Creed. I'm just a little
no,
burnt
but I think
out.
there was another one even other than that.
That's why some of these games are refreshing. Throw a mullet on a guy for crying out loud.
It's
You know
like,
what I
at
mean?
least he's got a mullet.
Yeah, let me drive
Something
a truck
different.
rig in space. You know what I'm saying?
Something different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
be original, people.
traveling
Well, there's
for
another game we were
several
talking
hundred
about that looked
years,
original.
leaving
Remember, it was like the
a
Goonies type game.
ecologically
It's like
ravaged
hang out with your
Earth
friends,
behind,
sneak out at
attempting to
night,
find a
make
new
out
home
with
for
chicks.
humanity.
It's like,
So
well, no
rather
one's
than
done that at least.
The
I'm gonna be a
failings
teenager again, you know?
Well, they maybe have, but it's just we haven't seen that game in a
find
while.
a new way to develop
can't
a
think of one.
society that is sustainable and
I was-
I mean, Persona, you sneak out at night. hang
That's
out with
true,
your friends, make out with chicks.
but you can't ride a dinosaur in that.
They were riding
I don't
dinosaurs.
know what that had to do with the game.
Floating, based on the setting and the time period it was in. I'm thinking
goals differ a bit from
it's maybe
traditional
drugs, but
recognizable city
you know,
buildings. Yes,
we'll see.
We
still
don't know.
Provide the basics for your society: food, shelter.
They've
clean
shown a
water.
lot of these
There's kind
games
of
too,
unquestioned
Dragon.
notion that we see both in a lot of strategy games, but also just in the
Yeah.
world around.
Yeah, there
us,
seems to be a
where it's
lot
like,
of
well, when we
city
need more
builders
resources,
and
we can just
civilization
keep extracting. We can just keep
management
growing and growing and
games.
growing. It's simply not possible to keep expanding forever, and that is a thematic element of the game
Yeah.
for sure.
Well,
but
yeah,
Good call,
Fallen
Maze,
Dynasty,
yeah.
yep.
looking at
That's
the industry
true.
around us, where all the goals are just like, what are the returns for the next quarter? You know, we see the harm that is caused
man,
by
Robotron.
that single-minded focus
what was
on
it
how
called?
can we extract
Is
as
it,
much
I
value in the short term. And the
Black
people who
Myth
are the harmed the
something
most by
as
that
well?
are the thousands of people who, in the last 6-8 months, have lost their jobs. Right?
Or is that
as
is one
you
of
make
the
your way through
no?
the
That's
game,
a
you
different
progress
one.
through the game rather than just infinitely
There's a
getting
lot.
bigger. It's about
Black
becoming
Myth
more
Wukong.
regenerative to like
The
use
one with like
only what you
kind of
have
the
around you,
monkey
because
people,
there's
but
no
it was
external
very
source of
samurai,
anything
like
else.
the same like
Fundamentally,
gameplay and like.
Oh yeah, I
setting.
was thinking that was the same game.
You got what you got.
Is that not the same?
No, I don't think it is. It's
To
crazy.
take a relatively recognizable set of city building mechanic, but having more
Yep.
narrative and story elements there as well. Because the thing that is so
They're definitely
rich about
trying to do
city
a lot of
builders is
Souls-like
that they're
games
so
too
systems
now.
dense, and that game state is all very much driven by.
I mean, at
the
least this
choices
one's a
and
little.
decisions
The
that the player's
Black Myth
making,
one's at
but
least
the
different. It's like
opportunity then we saw
set in a more
is to
fantasy world.
Look at all that in the city building.
I also want to get it, Dragon. It looked
Drag it
phenomenal.
out into the narrative.
I completely agree.
but in a good way.
In a good way.
Where rather than just like everyone's gonna play
I just
through
feel
the
like
game and it
not
turns
only in
15,
video games, but it
this
seems
thing
like
happens,
Hollywood
then
is also
turns
running out of
25,
ideas.
This thing
Yeah.
happens.
But
Instead,
that's why I just like
you can
original stuff. I'm trying to think.
authored narrative events
There's a lot of
that
ones we've
are
seen that have been pretty
reactive to
original
whatever choices you've
and
made,
humorous.
like weird ecology things that are
You know what was
on board the
original
vessel,
and
or
fun
They're
and good?
situational.
crises.
Boy
Yeah.
Kills World.
Small
That was a
landowners
great movie.
were able
Yeah.
to
We
provide
had it. Well, we had
the
fun with
player
it.
the
I don't know if
ability
it's
to
for
make
everybody. It
consequential
was we
specific
found it very
decisions
entertaining.
that are divorced from just the pure systems of the game.
Yeah, I'm good.
which
I
then
don't need a
informs
Sekiro
the
2.
events that will occur in the future, so that at the end there will be echoes of the decisions you've made along the way. It should feel like the journey to get
But I
there
need a
is one
Bloodborne
that
too,
you
if you know what I'm saying.
experience, and the conditions that you finish with are ones that are reactive to all the decisions you made leading up to that point. The game can be wish listed right
I'd probably
now
play
on
Dark Souls
Steam,
2 remake.
and folks
But
can also
Dark
just
Souls
go
1
to
remake,
SonderLustStudios.com
that would be sick.
to sign up for our newsletter.
Adam wants a
Learn
Bloodborne remake or a
more as we roll
Bloodborne
things
2.
out. There'll be more
That's what he really
delicious
wants.
tidbits in there.
Will they be?
Yeah, Hollywood's losing it.
How delicious.
Like they're already coming out with a Moana live
Second
action.
Moana.
Huge thanks to the
Moana.
good folks
Live
at
action.
Sonderlust for letting
Moana?
us take a
Yeah.
look inside their new sci-fi city
I
building.
knew there was.
I
there's
did.
A
I
Moana
made a.
too.
It
I
looks
made a
like
point to
second cartoon,
Brianna
and the amount
about
of
something
love and work
when
the
I was
team have
like,
put into
these
it
live
really
action
shines through.
movies.
Now look,
She's like,
we're
well, Bob
under
was
no
like, I'm
illusion
not
that
trying to
this
sit
last
here
year
and
has
like
been
argue if something's good or not. I was like,
incredibly difficult for
when
so
have
many
you
developers
watched
in the face of
the
thousands of layoffs and countless
Lion
studio
King
Today
live
we are so
action
grateful that
since
we
the
have the chance
theater?
to put a spotlight
When have you
on
watched?
many people
I mean, I
who
didn't even
continue
watch
to
the
make
Aladdin
games in
one.
the face of
When did you go
uncertainty.
watch Little
And if there's
Mermaid a
anything
second
you saw
time?
in
Their
our
live
show
action.
or
When
any
did you
other
watch?
main showcases,
My point is,
we
you go back
encourage
to the
you
remake.
Purchase
They,
or even
people keep
wish
just
list
trying to
any
remake
of the
everything and
games
make it
from
worse.
developers gamers that you
wanna
care
know what's
about, it goes a
crazy?
long
This
way.
will tell you something.
What?
Because this is actually I think it's actually kind of awesome. Because it shows that Disney
Next up,
needs to
you
figure
think
out
the
how to
sight
do
of
something
a house
good.
standing up and walking
Yes.
around
Clearly they're
on
not.
two weird,
No.
massive chicken legs would be horrifying.
On
But
Disney Plus,
when you realize it's taking
30%
vibes from
of
everyone's
all
favorite
watch
Slavic
time
folklore
is
character,
for the show
Baba Yaga,
Bluey.
it's
Disney doesn't actually
pretty
own
awesome.
Bluey.
Reka
They
is
just
a
pay the
base-building
streaming
exploration
rights to
game.
host
You
it
curse
on
yourself
Disney
That
Plus
shows
in
everyone's or
America.
not just your account.
No, I saw this thing yesterday that was talking about the statistics of Disney Plus. 30% of all watch time on Disney Plus is for the show Bluey. That means all other shows combined are not getting like nearly the viewership that just Bluey by itself is. They're saying like Frozen, any like Star Wars, Marvel. Even those are not getting the same.
Well, you at least got to give Disney where credit's due. They're doing great with Star Wars and Marvel.
What I'm saying.
I know, I'm joking.
None of them are getting.
I was joking. They're doing terrible
okay.
with them.
What's crazy about the live-action Lion King is that it's actually not even live-action. It's 100% CGI, so it's just as much a cartoon as the cartoon is.
That's what I'm saying. It's hilarious. Dude, so I watched the live-action Beauty and the Beast. I mean, I could go on and on, and I'm just talking Disney right now.
But you haven't watched
it once.
Yeah.
Yes, in the theater. Man, Disney, you're out of ideas, man. But you could say it's about just Hollywood in general.
But
that's why when Boy Kills World, we were intrigued. It looked different.
My point was that their most watched thing on their own platform.
Galaxy's Edge is sick. We just went back.
I just thought that's interesting that their most watched thing on Disney's own platform is one of the only things they have on their whole streaming service that they don't own. Like I said, they don't own Bluey.
I know.
Bluey, they just have paid the rights to stream Bluey. Like if you go to Disney World, there's no Bluey anything. If you buy Bluey toys, because my daughter has like all of the Bluey toys, there's no Disney labeling. Like they don't actually own Bluey.
Manufacturer of high-performance pre-built and custom gaming PCs based in North America. As a special thanks for 25 years of powering the PC gaming community,
and you know what? Bluey's actually funny, and it's actually good.
ECT America's PCs. The RDY Y7.
Animal Well, I need to see what that is. I'm not sure if I know what that is.
This bad boy
but yes, Bobby Broadway, Galaxy's Edge is phenomenal. We all went together, including Krakus, in January, and then we just went back in May.
Did I also mention it's got iBuyPower's 240
I'll probably be back again.
You're talking about the Star Wars
area?
Yeah,
I've been there 3 times.
Yeah. To PCgamer.com/survey.
I'll probably be back by the end of the year, and then the beginning of next year. It's so awesome. I told Jordan that if I lived there, and I hope to, because I want to go visit all the parks, and now that Nintendo Land's going in there, with Nintendo, DK, Zelda, Pokemon, we would love to just film at the parks a lot, but I would seriously go to Galaxy's Edge and just be a nerd. Like, take my lightsaber with me.
I've been wanting to go there to be a nerd, but I've been with family too many times.
I'm family. Let's be nerds together.
Yeah, you weren't who I was talking about.
We gotta show up there with our lightsabers.
Are all just wizards for some reason.
It's so cool.
Is unstoppable. Not yours. Hers. The Black Ops Chronomancer.
Yeah, we debated Florida.
A team of needlessly fancy goons have brought the world to
I think we've been talking to Cool Toy, Mr. Doug, about going when Nintendo Land opens up there.
Who can see every possible future, but can't remember his own tragic backstory. The freelance Storm Lich, a private
You should go then, Bobby.
Whose
Beat us there.
Did you hear that?
What? Sorry, I missed
one
it.
of the classes, like one of the characters you can be in this strategy game was like someone. He was like, he can see every possible future, but sadly can't remember his own backstory. And it showed him like kind of looking around. And
priest, your heavy support.
Just like confused.
But she is also wearing actual armor.
Do you remember the trailer for Outer Wilds last year? I saw it early. No, not Outer Wilds, Outer Worlds. There's 2 different. They're very close. I don't remember which one it was. I saw it just earlier today when we were just like looping some trailers. Like
I don't feel like I remember it.
It was hilarious because it's showing all these cool shots, and it's time. It's that time of year again. Where studios you don't even know or you don't know about
And don't
We'll show
forget,
you their
can
new
do
game
more
trailers.
than just watch this amazing
You
lineup
know
of
there's
games.
going to be lens
you can
flares.
play them too.
Cool mountain
Visit the PC
sweeping
Gaming Show
shots.
Steam page to wish
There's
list
like
all the titles
and a
you've seen on
cinematic
today's
trailer
show, all in one
because
convenient, clickable
the only
place.
thing the studio really
Now,
has done
Do you love history?
is the title of the
Do
game.
you also love lists with
That's
between
funny.
9 and 11 items on
It
them?
shows the outer
For
world.
today,
That's
too,
cool.
or something like that. Like,
For our 10th
Cool,
anniversary,
cool,
we've
Dragon Gamer.
counted
I'll
down the
definitely check it
10
out.
biggest moments
That
in
makes me
PC
think
gaming
of
over
a
the
Cave
past
Story, which
You can see
I
where
mean,
your favourite moments
I'm not
land
saying
by
that it's going to be anything like that. Just thinking of that guy that
PCGamer.com/10.
he made that
Right.
game. It's so
Time to
well
grab some
done
friends
and
head
awesome.
for
At
the
least I
sky
enjoy
where
it.
You can turn floating islands
Get on
into
3DS and now
purple skies
Switch.
and soar through the clouds.
It's just a fun game.
It's co-op survival
Animal
craft, really
Well.
cozy.
I'll check
Here's
it out,
an
man.
uplifting look at a loft.
and they're really doing a lot of these.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm Manuel Bergeron, founder and
These,
creative director of
Civilization
Astroland
City
Interactive.
Builder. I think that's what
It is
she
my
was just.
greatest pleasure to announce
Yeah, that's
that we
beating out
started
samurai
a new
games right
multiplayer
now.
demo for our
Yeah.
game Aloft, a sandbox survival game set in the sky.
Yeah, she's pregnant,
We delivered
Inferno.
our new
She
trailer
said
for
that
a
at the
few months
beginning.
ago.
Yep, she's
And
pregnant.
She's taking it easy.
Well, actually, she didn't say she was pregnant.
She just pointed at her belly and said she was waiting on a delivery.
I do that stuff all the time, though.
And the guy there did make a
Like-
joke about an Amazon delivery. So yeah, she's just.
You know what I mean, though?
She has to sign for the package.
Like,
so.
I feel like taking the day off. You know what I mean? I didn't say I was pregnant. Just that I'm lazy, you know? No, yeah, she hinted that she was pregnant.
Or waiting for a delivery. Then there's jokes. There might be Amazon. We don't know. She's probably got to sign for it though.
She did. She pointed at her belly quite a bit. I think she even winked. And then she said, "I'm due."
What is this?
I don't know, but it's making me think of Xenoblade Chronicles.
I was going to say, is this some kind of Xenoblade Chronicles?
Just because, you know, the world's on top of the giant's back.
Yeah.
You want to know what a part that I really liked about Xenoblade Chronicles 2?
Huh.
Is when you go into the Titan's mouth, and then there's a world inside the Titan's mouth.
Yeah.
And I don't know why I thought that was awesome.
Oh, we get to see this again.
Oh, no, I don't want to puke. Do you remember the staircase inside the city area or whatever world inside the Titan's mouth? There's this giant stairs
that you can just
and
slide.
Gosh, that was fun. Please tell me you did that, Farrell. I would keep climbing up again. It's like, whee! I don't know
slide
why I
down
thought
the
it was
like
so
water.
fun. It was
the water
huge.
Thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just, man, this game. I feel like it's if you are playing the Game Boy, and that's the only thing your controls actually are doing is controlling the Game Boy, and the rest of the world's just happening.
I can't do
That
this.
just seems boring to me. Like, make this whole world so that you can
block it with
basically
it?
play the Game Boy. Because at that point, you'd just be all you're gonna look at is the Game Boy thing.
Well, I guess it's original. It's just gonna make me
It is.
sick, though. Ugh.
Yeah, because you're gonna be focusing on the Game Boy if that's where the controls actually are.
2 is amazing. Inferno, we gotta get you on Tales of Exilia. I posed a question to Jordan earlier that he wasn't sure how to answer. I said, what do you like better, Tales of Exilia or Xenoblade Chronicles 2? And he said, oh gosh.
That's a hard one.
But that should tell you how good it is.
They're such similar games too. You know?
Yeah, it's good. Is that a tadpole?
I think so.
Or is it...
I think it's. Is this another cat game?
I think he's writing. Ah, I knew it. Dear, couldn't read it in time. Oh, they're cooking up some nice dishes. Oh, they kind of showed something about this earlier. Wow. How do you feel about that? Wouldn't that be a little awkward? Sitting in a bucket, getting a shower, and you're just spread white eagle while someone's scrubbing your feet. Would you even want someone to scrub your feet with a toothbrush?
No. Just like that tickle. Inferno, have you not played Tales of Exilia? Oh man, you'd love it. I feel like that'd be the perfect game. Knowing how much you like Xenoblade Chronicles 2, I feel like you would have to play Tales of Exilia. It's the closest game I think I could think of to Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Really, they're pretty similar
yeah, for
games.
Sure. Yeah, the whole idea of the game that Game Boy game, like I said, it looks cool that it's original. It's just for me, I could tell you it'd make me sick. Hey, maybe it's still coming. Does this qualify as a cat game?
I don't know. There's a lot of different things. I don't think this is technically a cat game. There's a lot of animals.
That's fair.
You bring the police to my door, to my rig.
Why'd you do that, Jordan?
I can sort this, right? I just need time. Don't you answer me back!
Whoa.
You're fired.
Whoa.
You hear me?
Just like that?
Fired.
Has anyone been fired like that before in your life? Do you hear me? You're fired. Get the freak out of my door. You ever been fired like that? Not with the accent, but just in general. Whoa.
This is first person, but it's looking different. You know why? Because they didn't put the same exact gun that every Call of Duty uses in front of you and make you walk around and just show a bunch of shooting.
Oh, we saw this. This is the horror game that's stuck on that rig in the middle of the ocean.
Did see this?
Yes. This person spoke about it. You're trapped here on this thing. It's a horror game.
Still wakes the deep.
Yeah.
See, that's...
Dude, that's soon.
See, that's... Did I say June?
Yes.
That's like next week.
Hotel Galactic looks so cute.
The
right?
first trailer looked really freaky.
Honestly,
so
yeah,
it kind of
I
looks like they
love
steered away
doing
from
bed
it,
and
that being
breakfast for
as
alien
scary, but we
travelers.
should
I
check
just
that out.
Worry that my quaint taste and timeless valence
We saw it
bedspreads
like
just
last
might not
year,
be
like an
suitable
older
for
game stream, right?
interdimensional species taste.
Like
I
not
don't
this
know.
weekend.
What do you think, Mika?
Sean, look at me.
We saw it like a while back. Not
Yes.
this week. I think
Maybe
I do
like a
remember,
year ago.
And I do remember, yes, and it looked very freaky.
Yep.
It's you. It's this guy.
Oh, you always care, Mika.
See,
I do.
I can get with
And you know
some
what else I care a great
first-person
deal about?
games.
It's the
It just
developers of the
can't look
Chinese
like a
room
Call of
getting
Duty
back to their
ripoff.
roots for more
You know?
first-person horror.
And that's where I think
Still
they go
Wakes the
wrong a
Deep
lot of
looks
times.
atmospheric as hell and positively chilling.
Amen to that, Mika. And hey,
That's
speaking of
we
chilling,
might have to get that.
ready to
Or if it's on
side-scroll your
Steam
way
Deck,
through a
'cause that'd be fun.
2.5D post-apocalyptic zombie
I
survival.
mean, this is the PC game, so I'm going to guess.
Resident Evil
1980s
7 and 8
Texas,
sure did
you
leave an
are charged
impression.
with gathering resources, managing party members, and crafting items, all whilst hordes of killer zombies
Oh,
try to
that'd be
jump
sweet.
down on your brains.
And what's worst of all is that this is taking place during a scorching heat wave.
Oh my God! And as someone who lives in
That's what we should
California,
do.
I can confirm
He might get
that's
Black
way
Ops
worse than
2.
zombies.
He'll come around.
I mean, my
You would if we all
family's
play
Irish.
together.
Maybe.
You'll learn it.
Sunburned by the moon.
You'll hate it at first. If it's in VR, yeah. I haven't done much VR. I'm afraid it's gonna make me want to vomit, but I don't know. Granted, now I don't think this is the same thing though. We got the new VR Pro glasses from these guys, which this is awesome, by the way. The Vitor. So we got our Switch Steam Deck dock. We'll do a video on it. But these are pretty
Hi, PC
awesome.
Gaming Showcase. I'm Tanya
Yeah.
from KitFox Games, and I'm here to show you 3 different games today.
All right.
So let's start.
Make
with
sure you
Dwarf
keep track and see if she's
Hi, I'm
right.
Zach Adams.
3?
Yeah, we got a fact checker.
Creators of
Dwarf
Fortress.
There's one.
Fortress. And right here.
Adventure mode
Huh,
in
Fortress
open beta.
game.
And
That's
we'll be adding
weird.
Tutorials
Yeah.
and demigods later this summer. While you're waiting, you can play
Ooh, with
Caves
even
of Cud, the most intricate
Worse
roguelike
graphics than any of the other ones we've seen.
Brian?
This isn't just retro. This is like
We're back to Atari days.
Yeah, this is like least amount of effort.
Coleco.
Today is the spring molting patch with its all new UI. Live and drink.
And our final piece of news today is a whole new game to announce, a world premiere for the PC
That was
Gaming
only 2
Showcase.
games I noticed.
Streets of Fortuna.
Wait, that was only 1 game that I noticed. Unless that was 3 different games that all looked
Part
exactly
of
the
it.
same.
Or was Streets of Fortuna one of them?
City simulation, man. These city simulations never been this ambitious.
Yeah, I can understand that. Jordan had a VR.
Will you be a thief?
Did you kind of originally get it to try to play in bed?
A cook?
Or did you do more than that? Was that the
I
original
mean, that
plan?
it wasn't just for that, but I
An
wanted
artist.
to heavily use it for that because I was like, oh yeah, this will be nice to sit here and play
The
games
city
while
is
not
a
having the
richly
TV on, so
generated
my wife can go to bed and I can
Each
play games as long as I
citizen
want
living their
without bugging
simulated
her.
life. Use knowledge to your advantage, romantically
And then we moved into an actual
or politically.
house and had a living
Live
room.
your other life.
Uh-huh.
So
in
I just
streets
played
of
games
Fortuna.
instead. You know?
Did it make you kind of sick at all?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. I feel like if that makes you sick, it makes me real sick. Yeah, that did not age well. That'd be cool. I thought about that, maybe to do something or something fun like that. Sims action game. I'm for that. Dude, we were just joking around about Oregon Trail earlier, about how I was like Oregon Trail remake, and then I was like, wait a second, they did make a remake, and now we're apparently going to buy Oregon Trail after this. They're fine.
Oh.
Oh wow. Oh yep. Murder goes there. Case goes there. Yep.
Oh,
these characters are fantastic. Look. Oh, she splashed water on his nuts.
Yeah. Then they all made fun of him. Oh. Jimmy peed his pants.
Uh-huh. Don't you know it's cool to pee your pants? I don't know what's happening anymore.
Yeah, this is.
If I thought it was going to be like a murder mystery, then all of a sudden it lost me. Dude, I still haven't played that horror game.
That was the rise of the Golden Idol. Once again,
Doki Doki Literature Club.
Haven't played it yet.
It's good.
Is it?
I like it. I thought it was really good.
I keep thinking I need to play it before it's run. The story's going to get run.
Right?
Yeah.
I played it. This is what's weird. I played on PC and like there's some stuff in it that doesn't make sense on the Switch unless it does a part for you. But because like the fact that it's on PC is part of what makes the game work.
When our countries were at war,
I don't want to like over.
Does it have different endings?
Yes.
Almost everyone was frozen.
So
to get the true ending, you have to do something technically outside of the game.
I want to. What if I don't give attention to the psycho girl in the game? Or has each one become the psycho? Or is that?
It has to be at least.
Don't give away too much info.
It has to be at least played twice. But the good news is it's not long. Like it's like, I think the first playthrough only take like 3 hours maybe, and then the second could be even shorter if you know exactly what to do to get the true ending at least. And it's different. The second, it's
definitely
not.
Looks like
it's
that.
not like you're playing.
XCOM clone?
It's not like you're playing through the exact same thing either. It's like. Things are different the second time through.
Gotcha.
Like so, it's almost really not a 2 playthrough type thing. It kind of is like it's meant to start over in a certain way for a reason.
Got him. Got him. Save the cheerleader. Save the world. Is there that many of those?
I don't know.
Oh, welcome to this cozy land. What the heck? Just turned into a bird.
Oh.
A slime creature. That should be my first choice for turning.
It's a farming simulator where you can you turn into things to do the stuff.
Yeah. You could turn into one animal, what would it be?
A cheetah.
Oh wow, that was a quicker response.
They're like cats, but cooler. You'd get to
They're fast.
basically do all the cat stuff, but you'd be fast and bigger, so you could do more cat stuff.
Oh. Yeah. Krakus, did you ever play Shadow of Mordor? What's happening right now? A liger. Good choice, Feral. Can't beat that. That's like one of my favorite animals.
Velkomin í verndarvættatö.
You remember the part in Last Jedi when Luke throws the lightsaber into the water? Or maybe not the water, just threw it on his back.
The Last Jedi?
It's good that you forgot the movie, because I wish I could never think of it
Was
again.
that the very, very last one?
No.
Or the second to last?
Second to last.
Yeah, I saw it in theaters and haven't had a desire to watch it since.
Oh my gosh.
I haven't
If
watched
you
any
guys
Star
like
Wars.
the
I haven't
movie, that's
watched
okay.
like any Star Wars, like anything.
We all have our opinion, but boy, do I hate that movie. This looks really cool. I don't know what I'm watching. Oh gosh.
This reminds me. There was a
Jet
game.
Moto.
Yeah, I was gonna say there was a game
I
on
know this is on
PlayStation
land,
that.
Do you remember Jet Moto?
Huh? That's the saying.
It was
I
fun.
was like, I couldn't remember what it was when.
I ordered Jet Moto 2 online.
Mm-hmm.
Got it, added it to the collection. Didn't actually pull it out to play until like 8 months or a year later, and then the disc was just snapped in half. That's how I got it.
That's sad.
But you can't really complain at that point when it's been a year.
Yeah. It's real sad.
Joke's on me. Yeah, Kira Road Rash. I like it. Stormforge. I agree. That looks fun. Farrell, you made a good choice. Yeah, I think that's when I was just done, man, and I just had to put all of those out of my existence.
Hi everyone, this is Dave,
man,
community
the-
manager on Windblown,
is
the
it,
upcoming action roguelike from Motion Twin, the creators of Dead
What was the name of the
These cute characters
number
here
7, technically Force Awakens or something like
a
that?
peaceful
Or?
village now threatened
Yeah, I
by
didn't think that was
massive
bad.
vortex of doom. So
Some
they
stuff was
train up
bad
with
about it,
fearless
but I'm
warriors
saying
to fight.
I felt like it was.
terrible.
It had
Cool
a
thruster you can dash at
that
lightning
the
speed,
whole
letting you dart across
what
the
they were
stage,
going into like
dodge out
seemed
enemy attacks.
interesting. Like I was
Find
ready
new
for
areas
something
and
good.
secrets.
I liked that
Through
one.
each run, you'll be able to equip different
Wasn't
gear
my
upgrades,
favorite of the
creating
Star
powerful
Wars,
synergies between them.
but it was
For
just
example, switching weapons at the end of a combo.
it was just
will let
sad
you
because I
use
felt like
super
they
powerful
actually
move
like
called an ultra attack.
had a
If you can
good
time it right.
good start with
Jump
a good
online
promise,
with
but
two other
it
players,
just
meaning you can
3
mix your
players?
builds with your friends and find the best combinations to carry you through the diverse biomes. Windblown will launch later this year into Steam Early Access. Player feedback is super
looks
important
cool.
to help us craft a game that you guys will love to play. So join us on Steam for the latest updates and information, and how you can join in on the fun. See you soon in Windblown.
Windblown, that's awesome.
Folks,
kinda
we are
cool.
in the final stretch of the 10th anniversary PC gaming show, but that doesn't mean we are winding down. We are, in fact, amping up.
Wow.
We're wrapping
amping
things
up.
up today
Is that
with
possible?
not one but two.
it's supposed to be done, guys. You're 2 minutes over. 2 minutes. Oh, you're 2 minutes over time. It's supposed to be
You
done.
think they're going to end on
Cut
a
it.
really high note?
Cut it.
Sean,
Like something they
that
think is going
coupon
to get...
expired in 1989,
Probably. I would
so
hope
we
so.
won't be
Oh,
getting
well, that's too bad, except, look at this! This is our 10th
Power
PC
Stone
gaming show,
3.
which means I get a free world premiere.
Would you get excited about that? Power Stone 3? Would that get you excited at all?
Yeah, that'd be fun. Be a fun game to play together.
Trailers to cap off our show.
A world premiere trailer.
I'd buy that. I completely agree. It looks awesome. And I've already had a huge discussion about how I want more games like that, multiplayer. I'm talking about co-op. That's what I mean. Co-op games. I don't know what's going on right now, Jordan. I thought we were amping up.
Yeah.
I'm confused. It was awful.
What?
I'm just the newest Star Wars. I just can't get over how terrible. Oh yeah, Power Stone 3 for me is, I just don't know why it hasn't happened yet. I love it. What a Power Stone arcade.
That was what they were ramping up to?
I guess.
Yeah.
I want a I can't believe Capcom doesn't have its own thing during this time.
I know. Capcom hasn't. I don't even think we've seen a Capcom game, have we?
No. I thought they were just going to come out swinging like Resident Evil, Code Veronica, Resident Evil 0, Resident Evil
Or at least
remake.
something. Or
And then Power Stone 3. Just kidding, not that, but
4 remake DLC, even at the least, you know?
I'll tell you
Not
another
that I
really
actually want that, but
sick
just-
Capcom game that needs to be revived. Cannon Spike. That was an awesome beat 'em up.
You know, it really needs a remake.
What?
Actually, I don't think it wasn't Capcom. Sometimes I get confused because
I haven't seen it scheduled, unless I missed something.
It has I feel like it has very Resident Evil like feel to it, but obviously different.
That'd be fun.
Parasite Eve, is that what it's?
That is a wrap on the PC Gaming Show 2024.
That'd be a
remake.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude, you would love it.
PC games headed your way, and we're especially thrilled that you could join us for our 10th anniversary
Man,
show.
I'm happy
And
you just
if
said
you've
that
been
because
tuning in to watch our show for 10
that's
years
one on my
straight,
list that I'd
thank
like to
you
just sit down and play.
so much we couldn't
Parasite
have
Eve.
imagined.
And if this is your
Did it take
first
place
time
on
watching,
Christmas
just
Eve? Didn't you
watch
tell me
the
that
show
one time?
like
I don't
10,
remember
20
now.
more times. Make up for all the ones you've missed and for the future ones.
That's
Highly intriguing
100%
game.
how the coupon works.
Right, and the punch card.
It's just cool. Just picture
We
Resident
can't
Evil,
forget
but like
to say goodbye to our brave captain of the watch party, the
whatchamacallit?
amazing
Vampires?
Frankie
Or-
Ward.
No.
Guys,
Like
it's been
like
a
a Final
great show,
Fantasy
and
where
I
you
had
pick
an
the choices. What am I
absolute
trying to
blast.
say?
Oh, it's like a turn-based?
Yes.
I didn't realize.
Yeah, it's just like you're running around, then when you fight, it's like a turn-based
Artists, designers,
thing.
writers,
So,
voice actors.
that may not sound
everyone
cool,
else
but
out
that
there
sounds-
working
that sounds
so
really
hard
cool.
Yeah,
day
it's
after
cool.
day to create games we all play and love.
Yeah,
We
is that
appreciate
really it? Because
every
that is
single one
ouch.
of you.
Yeah. They were like, we're going to ramp it up with 2 indie games that...
That didn't ramp it up at all.
Every game
You
saw
ramped
on
it down.
Our show today
Okay.
They were
by
like both
visiting
black
the
and white
PC
games,
Gaming
too.
Show Steam page.
Thank you so much again, everyone, and we'll see you again
I'm
in
disappointed
November
in you guys.
for the PC
I'm a
Gaming
little
Show.
disappointed as well.
No offense, Sean.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
You guys think it's over? We're about to ramp it up.
Are they going to do... Oh, wait, one more. Here's something you actually wanted to see. Nope, there's credits.
Yeah. Is that it today?
That's it today.
Bye now.
Am I correct that Capcom has not announced any show, right?
Nope.
And do we even have an official date for Nintendo Direct? Yet.
No, not that has been announced.
Nintendo.
Maybe we'll get a date for Nintendo Direct tomorrow because they like to do Tuesday stuff, and then at like midnight on Monday, the night like right before, they'll announce something. But
So what's tomorrow?
Nintendo, let's just see if there's any more.
That's not annoying. Do I hear a slight hint of sarcasm there, Paul?
All right, tomorrow is the Ubisoft showcase, and it is at
Oh man, that might be rough.
2 p.m. tomorrow.
2 p.m.
2 p.m. tomorrow.
Join us while why we might watch something terrible.
We'll probably show up super sweaty.
Yeah.
So that gives us some time to work out tomorrow.
We need to work out.
'Cause we haven't for a few
I
days
might
now.
even do it today, right now.
Yeah.
But yes.
So
Yeah.
Ubisoft
Come on,
Ubisoft
Why don't
tomorrow.
you surprise us, Ubisoft. Surprise us.
Let's just You know what? Speaking of Star Wars, they do have that new Star Wars game that graphically and gameplay wise, for what they showed, looked incredible.
Oh, is that theirs?
Yeah, that's a Ubisoft
I forgot.
game.
That did look cool.
So that looks cool.
Yeah. Hopefully that actually ends up
Hopefully
being cool.
they haven't found some way to ruin that. Ubisoft.
Oh, by the way, the stuff we just showed you, DLC. And by the way, the game, $60
Microtransactions.
monthly.
Yeah,
You
for
can't
real.
buy it outright.
Yeah, no, that's.
Oh man, hopefully they don't make stupid mistake.
They just seem to make a lot of weird.
Uh-huh.
Or it's like only on Ubisoft Direct or
they've made some
Ubisoft Plus. Like you
dumb
have to have the
decisions.
subscription plan. See, here's the thing.
Dude, I heard Killer Clowns looks awesome.
Here's the thing. I don't mind. I don't mind what's Xbox Game Pass or the PlayStation Plus subscription. Those kind of things, like they've got a bunch of games from a bunch of different developers. I don't want every game developer going that route because Ubisoft made their Ubisoft Plus thing.
That's
You
right.
know?
Yeah. Yep.
And it's like, oh, you can get all of our games day one with this. And it's like, no, we don't want to have. I don't want to be in the same situation I am with Netflix and Hulu and Max and Paramount Plus and all this crap. Like, to where it's like, okay, well, so I'm spending $30 a month to Ubisoft, to PlayStation,
Yeah,
to
then you get to play all
Xbox,
those
to-
Ubisoft games that you love so much.
Yeah. It's just stupid.
I want to look at the list of what they've made in the last 10 years now.
I will say,
I just want to see if I'm surprised by, like, what's the last Assassin's? I guess I got Mirage. Okay, in all fairness, but I haven't played Assassin's Creed for a while. Besides that,
I almost only hear negative things about Ubisoft. Like when I
know
the people just aren't happy about what they're doing.
Remember, they're the Division, which looks cool.
You know, it'd be
everything they do, it like looks cool. Then they
it-
screw it up.
Yeah.
Sorry,
So-
guys. I'm talking. Actually, am I sorry? No, I'm not sorry.
You know, it'd be cool if the stream started off and they're like, "Hi, we're Ubisoft. We're sorry for the way things have been.
Sure for being idiots.
Here's some games that are at normal game price that you can buy on these dates.
Yeah.
No microtransactions. No,
They've just
no
done
dumb
so
stuff that
much
makes the game
stupid stuff.
stupid. They're just fun games that you want to play.
Uh-huh.
And then we'd be like, "Yay, good job. Good
Here's
job.
this game.
Good job making
by
some
the
games."
way, this weapon you can only get by getting this premium edition.
Mhm.
And this costume, by the way, it's the best costume in the game that blocks everything. You can only get this. They just do some stupid stuff.
And guess what? There's
Oh, that's true. Yeah, Mario Rabbids is pretty cool.
Okay.
That's what I would do. I want to look through the last 10 years and be like, okay, touche. Go over some games, but then also look at just stupid decisions they've made. Yeah, man, Battlefield. That would be awesome. Battlefield is a very fun game. By the way, that's very different from Call of Duty.
Mhm.
And by the way, I hate it when Call of Duty tries to become Battlefield because those should be two totally different things.
Mhm.
Battlefield legit feels like a war game, as in it's giant maps. You're kind of almost like it's more scary.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're like literally like, is there a freaking sniper anywhere?
Yeah.
Inside, and so it's a very different game than Call of Duty, which is just pure chaos. So I really love Battlefield for what it is, and I sometimes hate it when Call of Duty tries to become it. It's like, no, let Battlefield be Battlefield. You
Yeah.
be you. We're just on rants right now. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
sorry. We just decided to end this with. I think it was because
they started it with this whole we're ramping it up,
and then they didn't
then
ramp
they
it
showed.
up.
Then you have the other girl. It's like, we got 3 games for you. 1.
They showed 1 game, or they showed 3 games that were so similar looking that we didn't realize it was 3 games.
Yeah.
It was
Whoa, that's loud.
Okay, there. Wow.
I got it.
Wow, computer. You know, YouTube loves to do that to us. Just the other computer when it's done with one thing, it's just like, let me play another video as loud as possible.
Dragon Gamer, the new Doom. It looks so freaking sick, and that is actually the first one I said for sure purchase. I don't even need to see any more. Fable's gonna be fun, I bet. Well, hopefully.
It looked
who
fun.
knows?
It
There's
looked
gonna be a lot
fun.
of question marks.
I
I feel very
I
strong
have
about
more
Doom.
hope for Fable than I did.
Okay,
After
that's
that
good.
trailer, I was like, this looks like it could be fun. There was a lot of cinematics, which I do like in a game, but it looked like the game. They had some gameplay showing, and it looked decent. They didn't show a
They
lot.
do need to
They
stop
didn't show a
conversation.
lot.
Real quick, I have an idea. Pull out your list.
My list?
Yeah, let's just go over highlights of what we liked and stuck out to us. So,
I wrote quite a bit.
Yeah. I want to just name some of our ones that we were. Oh yeah, there's Perfect Dark.
Echo Gener. Are we just talking about from today?
But I didn't mean that to name as one of my favorites. Yeah, just kind of ones that really stuck out to us. Doom really stuck out to me.
Yeah, Expedition 33.
That one really stuck out.
Perfect Dark looked really fun. Fable.
South of Midnight looked interesting.
It did. It was weird because the trailer last year didn't intrigue me that much, but it was just a trailer of like the main girl and some other guy like with a guitar, kind of like
That's
talking
right.
like near the swamp, and so you didn't really know what kind of game it was. And after it showed this, that looked pretty fun.
What is Autumnfall?
Adamfall,
I mean.
That was the one.
Oh, I didn't see it. Right.
You were upstairs, and at first when they showed it, it was like in this like old beaten down city, and there was like this robot walking through that looked very, very Fallout-ish.
Mm-hmm.
And then like the main character, I'm guessing that you're playing, like it showed them like walking, and they go into this like cave, and like there's like, I don't know, it looked very like futuristic inside the cave, and then they walk through this door, and then there was like this weird like goblin zombie thing, and it was clearly like fantasy, like something like almost like Elder Scrolls, like nothing sci-fi whatsoever. And I was like, what is this thing? Like it was like, and then it kept jumping back and forth between like this like fantasy and this sci-fi looking world. So
isn't Abyss X-Zero kind of a retro style one that we thought looked cool? Am I wrong? Maybe I told you to write that down.
Yeah.
That one looked kind of cool, Abyss X-Zero. Either way, today though, Doom really stuck out, and then whatever that I keep forgetting, Exceptional 33?
Expedition
30. I'm going to forget it always.
Expedition 33.
Expedition 33 really stuck out. Dude, Doom though, that really, I like it. Totally jump on Fable if you could play as a werewolf. Dude, what a great idea, man. There's no reason you shouldn't be able to do stuff like that in the game.
yeah, kind of is it supposed to be a do whatever you want. The story follows
Dude, that's
you
what
kind
I'm
of
saying,
game, right?
Dragon Gamer, mix it up, people. Have some originality. Think about it. You're doing that kind of thing. Can I turn into a wolf as a power?
That would be cool.
That would be cool. And what if you go the bad path, and you get to freaking turn a werewolf and terrorize a town?
Or you could be a
at
good
midnight.
wolf.
You could be a good wolf and like let people pet you. Whatever you want to do.
It'd be kind of cool if the game doesn't let you know you're on those kind of paths, you know?
Last
like it's
Moon
not
looks
like
cool.
you just like purposely become a werewolf. Like as you make choices, your character starts looking. Because I mean that was kind of how Fable was. You know, your
Yeah,
character
you start looking darker.
would start looking weirder and more scary as you made bad choices. But what if it wasn't just good and bad choices? It was things like, oh, drink this thing for something, but it also was like a werewolf potion, and like you start changing weird, and you didn't know that until like 10 hours later in the game. You're like, why am I suddenly like getting hairy? And
puberty.
That'd be kind of fun. They should do stuff like that.
Characters
like,
getting puberty.
Take it even farther than just good
Modern
and bad.
Ultra Beast would be awesome. What a fun arcade. Dude. Sorry, this is kind of on topic. Saying, you know those choice games like that? Does anyone else... You have to guys know what I'm talking about, where you've accidentally done something on accident in one of those games. Like, say there's someone behind you,
And it makes you mad.
and you accidentally hit sword button, and the sword hits them.
Oh,
and there's like, ah! And then all of a sudden you turn bad, and you're like, really?
Fable was one of those. I didn't
mean to hit 'em.
Didn't even have an Xbox, but I remember playing Fable at my cousin's Kyle's house because he had an Xbox and doing that exact same kind of thing, not meaning to. Smacking someone with or hitting someone with a sword, and then he's like, "No, don't do that!" And then the whole town's like chasing
going
me,
after you.
And
They're
I'm
carrying like a basket of apples, you know, trying to get it to the grocery store, and you accidentally run into them, like, and there's like, and apples are on the ground. There's like, get him!
The Witcher 3 had some mechanics like that too, and it drove me crazy because when I was still learning the controls towards the beginning of the game, if I remember, I'd even started that game over after like playing for like an hour or two because it drove me crazy. Because every time I would go to this one town, that was somewhere in the beginning of the game, they'd all be like, "Oh no, it's him!" and they'd all freak out. I'm like, "This is so stupid." I was like, I hit the wrong button.
Infamous has some stuff like that. Like you jump off the building on Infamous and accidentally land on something. There's like, ah. But dude, that Sega trailer that they showed a year ago or whatever it was, when it was like Streets of Rage, Jet Set Radio, Crazy Taxi, Shinobi, was awesome. I remember I got so excited to show that to you. Dude, if they just bring back even more of their classics, but those 4 alone, I'm purchasing every one of those, and I'm super stoked. Sorry, this has gone long. We didn't mean to go on rant. So I guess we're going to be doing Ubisoft. So, hey, guys, join us because we can all laugh together maybe. Maybe we'll be surprised, though. I don't want to judge. They might surprise us.
Hold on.
What happened? Capcom delivers a show to remember at Game Fest? Well, they...
Summer Game Fest? Oh, like just during the actual summit, the one we were gone for. So they showed some Monster Hunter Wilds, Street Fighter 6.
They did. No, I didn't realize that was considered a Capcom. But they showed Monster Hunter Wilds, then they showed the Fatal Fury, which was like a minute, which is still awesome.
So
and they're going to have Fatal Fury characters in
not
Street
like-
Fighter 6.
Not like an official
Shining
Capcom
Force, good call.
showcase. Yeah, I wish there was going to be a Capcom showcase this year. Love to see some
More stuff.
something. But yeah.
All right, so Ubisoft, guys, Join us. Let's laugh together. Cry together. Maybe be surprised. That's on you, Ubisoft. No, thanks, guys. Dragon Gamer, awesome chatting with you, man. It's been a while. Hope all's well. Bobby Broadway, good chatting. Farrell, Paul, always good chatting. I don't know, Krakus, if you're still here. But thanks, guys, for all your support. Have a good rest of the weekend. We'll see you tomorrow and laugh together.
See ya.
See you guys. Oh, yeah. Did you guys hear? There's going to be a new Assassin's Creed. This one's going to be different than the other ones because it's going to be different. But you do have to pay more stuff to get the difference.
I know.
I cannot wait. I was waiting for you to end it,
No,
actually.
I know. No, but for real though, before we go,
Yeah.
I did want to tell you guys. Tomorrow during the stream, there's gonna be